play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Hello there, Wargamers, and welcome to another Warhammer 40k 9th Edition Battle Report. I am Luka from MiniWarGaming, and today I will be playing against Josh, who is also from MiniWarGaming. We will be playing a 2,000 point game of Space Wolves versus Night Lords. So no matter what, as long as the Night Lords lose, it's a good game. They deserve it, is what I'm trying to say. We're going to be doing a mission out of the Chapter Approved 2020. It's going to be an Eternal War mission. And I'm doing a similar list I did before. I'll go into more details about it. It's just, I didn't really get to play it last time. Not that I lost, it was just kind of a weird game in general. And I wanted to try it out again. 0 Primaris. And to be fair, the Night Lords also have 0 Primaris. So, without further ado, let's go take a look at the armies, the scenario, and we'll throw some dice. And yes, my hair is pink. I lost a bet. I don't regret it. I felt like I had to mention it because maybe you didn't see the other videos.
What was the bet? I keep hearing about this bet, but like, what was the bet?
It wasn't really much of a bet. It was like, fine. The bet was the easiest way to explain it, but it was like, there's a game that we play. Now this intro is going to be a lot longer, and we just call it, what are the odds, right? You point at someone like, Josh, what are the odds you will work the rest of the day without your shoes on or something, or like
honestly with the flip-flops it's not that the odds are pretty decent, I think.
Right, okay. Let's put it this way. What are the odds you will swallow a die right now? But you have to say out of 100.
Out of 100? Like, what are the odds?
Like, what's the percentage chance you'll swallow a die right now, but you have to
with no other outside factors? Like,
yeah, just swallow a die.
Just swallow it at a 1% chance.
So you have to, so you'll say 1 out of 100. That's the lowest you can go, and then
I see where this is going.
Someone counts down 3, 2, 1. Now the odds aren't perfect on it, right? And I'll say a number, you'll say a number out of 100, and if we say the same number, you're morally obligated to do that thing. So you can kind of see where this went.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is that really how it works?
Yeah.
I'm gonna count down.
Yeah. Well, someone else can count. So 3, 2, 1, 72. So what did you say, 78?
I said 79.
I said 72. See, it's close.
Oh.
See, but it
my
gets
heart
you.
hurt.
It hooks you. It hooks you. And this is what... and this is essentially how it happened. The odds, if you're curious, it was a 66. I said, well, whatever. We'll say 1 out of 66. And then I can't remember the number was, but I got. And it was so addictive that the other guys kind of did it too, but they did it so much, they passed the first time. And then the second time, they tried it again, and then the third time, and until eventually they all failed. So all the guys ended up with dyed hair, just kind of like a thing. Yeah, let's go to the game. I apologize for anyone who's frustrated with that explanation, but this is how this happened. Here we have the Space Wolves at 2,000 points, and we're going old school today. No Primaris. This is ideally a list you would have seen in 7th, 6th, 5th edition maybe, going kind of way back. And being Space Wolves, every now and then I like to whip out the named characters because we got 83 of them. So you might as well show off some of them. And to be fair, I don't think we actually have a Space Wolf Priest. We just have Uruk the Slayer 82 times. So I've got no choice but to bring him. I don't want to bring a named character and not actually bring the named character, you know? So what we have here is a battalion. So we're gonna have 12 command points. I'm not really spending any of them on upgrades, or I am not spending any of them on upgrades. I'm literally not. We have Warlord over here. This is the Space Wolf Smash Captain. I don't have one with the jump. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having the jump back because you got the extra 2 inches of movement and you got fly, but this guy has an extra wound. Actually, I think he's got 7 wounds, so he's got a couple of extra wounds. And he's got a higher toughness as well. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. I don't know which one's better, but I kind of like the Thunder Wolf Space Wolf Lord. Wolf. Playing, one of the more ridiculous armies in Warhammer 40k. He is going to have a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield. He's going to have the Relic, the Wolf and Stone. He's also going to have the Warlord trait, Saga of the Wolfkin. That is the deed of legend there. To unlock that is to destroy 5 models, I believe. And then all Space Wolves within 6 will get extra attacks in essentially the first round of combat. And then going from him, we've got Aryak Rockfist, named Wolfguard Battle Leader. Essentially, he's got the Thane to the High King. I think it's called Thane to the High King role. Regardless, he lets Space Wolves reroll wound rolls of 1 nearby him, and he gives Wolfguard units, including himself, because he does have that keyword, an extra attack. He is going to be riding with these 7 Wolfguard Terminators that all have Storm Shields and Thunder Hammers, riding in the Storm Wolf? believe it's called the Stormwolf, the transport. The very expensive transport. I think this bad boy is like 350 points with this current loadout. He's got 2 las cannons on him. He's got 2 multi-meltas on both sides of him. So he's got 4 multi-meltas on him. And then we've got the twin Hellfrost Destructor? The Hellfrost gun on the top there. This thing's got a bunch of guns for a transport. The Saga of the Beast came out with a stratagem that helps out the actual gunship to make it a little bit better than this one here. I think a lot of people just typically prefer bringing the transport because of all of its guns, but boy is it expensive, let me tell you what. Other than that though, we have troop choices because we got to bring them. In a battalion. You don't have to bring them if you don't want to, but in a battalion you do. We have Grey Hunters here. We have 6 of them here because they were just a squad of 5 with bolt guns, but I had a few extra points because I upped this list to 2,000 points, and that will involve 1 more Grey Hunter, and the pack leader is going to have a power sword. And then 2 squads of Blood Claws. These are 9-man squads though. Well, 8-man with a Wolf Guard attached to them. The Wolf Guard here having a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. The pack leader for the Blood Claws having a Power Fist. And an identical build in the back, except that Wolf Guard there doesn't actually have a Storm Shield. He's got a Bolt Pistol instead. Just because I didn't have a model with the Storm Shield. I want to try and keep it as WYSIWYG as I possibly can. And if you're unfamiliar with WYSIWYG, that just stands for what you see is what you get. It's just a really long acronym. And we have Lucas the Trickster in the back as another named character. He will be riding with a squad of Blood Claws, probably that squad of Blood Claws. And then we have Ulrich the Slayer. The story behind Ulrich the Slayer, obviously he's everyone's favoritist old guy, and he's kind of always where he needs to be, apparently. I went to go grab a Wolf Priest model, and I pulled it out, and Josh's like, oh, that's Ulrich the Slayer. I'm like, well, I mean, okay, I'm not going to use that. I guess I'll grab another one. And it's like, oh, that's Ulrich the Slayer too. And then happened.
That's the old Ulrich.
It's the older Ulrich, and then I did it a 3rd time. This didn't happen today. This happened in the past. And I've just kind of given up on the fact that I don't think we actually have a Wolf Priest. We just have the 83 versions of Ulrich the Slayer throughout his many incarnations. His many models throughout the ages. This is I think the newest one. I imagine it's the newest one. It's actually a pretty nice model. I like it a lot. He's just a really old Space Wolf. I'm pretty sure he's like the oldest Wolf Priest or the oldest chaplain. I don't actually know.
I think, didn't he train Logan?
I have no idea. I don't. All I know is he's just old. That's his thing. That's his like only defining feature that I know about him. He's just old. And then we got a couple of rhinos. The Blood Claws will be riding inside rhinos. They don't have to declare that now, but it's kind of obvious. Blood Claws and rhinos, Terminators in the transport. And that is not all of my list because I forgot about the very expensive part of it over here. 2 squads of Long Fangs. 1 in the back is going to have 4 las cannons. 1 in the front is going to have 4 plasma cannons. The pack leaders have nothing of note. And we have 2 added Wolf Guard in Terminator armor with Stormbolter, well, Combi Bolters in this case, but Storm Bolters rules-wise, mechanically, and Storm Shields. I would like to give them Combi Plasma one day. I just didn't have the Combi Plasma bit. And that'd be kind of cool, actually. I just don't have the bit, and nor do I have the points, realistically. I guess I could trim some of the fat from the Grey Hunters one day. Anyways, that is my list of Space Wolves. Oh, sorry, I guess I should say that Ulrich the Slayer is going to know his litany of hate and the tale of the Wolf Lord and the... Man, it is a long one. Sorry, that is Tale of the Wolf King and the Lord of the Deeps. Which is an old story of Leman Russ, I believe. And that will give a unit of Space Wolves nearby +1 damage with melee weapons when they go to fight a vehicle or a monster. That might be useful in this game, but I mostly just want the reroll, which is the basic litany that they come with. And that is truly it for my Space Wolves. On to the Night Lords by Josh.
Here's my 2,000 points worth of Night Lords. It's what I ran before because I wanna try the list again. Because spoiler alert, because I think the other video is probably out by now, it didn't necessarily do as well as I wanted it to. So I want to try it again, and I figure what better list to throw it against than Space Wolves.
One of the worst Space Marine armies out there, but to be fair, they're still Space Marines, so we know how that goes.
It's true. So I figure if I can figure out how to play against low-tier Space Marine armies of any flavor, I can probably figure out how to play against everybody else.
That's fair, okay.
So, starting with the Chaos Lord in the middle there, he will be the Warlord, running him with the 1 piece at a time Warlord trait. So he's -1 to be hit in close combat, and then he also can fall back and still charge.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that's cool. That sounds fluffy and fun. We gave him the Mark of Corn and the Talisman of Burning Blood. So it allows him to, I think it's reroll failed charges as well as advance and still charge. So, I don't know, he should be fast. And you know what, that big Eviscerator looking chainsword so big, we're going to call that a Thunderhammer.
To be fair, an Eviscerator has a very similar profile.
Does it actually? I didn't look that up, so thank you for letting me know that.
It's not quite the same. It's like I think it's AP -4 D3 damage, -1 to hit. So it's more akin to a Power Fist, but still, it's big enough and it hits like a truck.
Yeah, he swings it pretty hard as he shrieks, as he's been doing for 10,000 years. Next time we got a Master of Executions that I just gave the Mark of Corn to, because whatever, that makes sense. Scooting all the way across to the other side there, troop choices. I've got 2 minimum squads of Chaos Space Marines and no upgrades, and then Chaos Cultists. I think the idea is the footprint for the Chaos Space Marines, I hopefully can hide a little bit better, and they're a little bit tougher, grab objectives. I want to use them instead of Cultists.
Yeah, I get it.
It's still, though, those 5 Space Marines are 10 points more than those 10 Cultists.
That's okay. Well, they have a much better save, right? And in cover, they can be pretty durable.
Yeah, that's the idea. Moving along there to fast attack, I have got my Raptors. So 15 Raptors, the champion has got a Lightning Claw, because it looks cool. And they are running Mark of Corn, Icon of Wrath.
Oh, nice.
Because again, that just makes the most sense.
Which allows them to reroll charges, I believe?
Yeah, they can reroll fill charge rolls.
Nice.
Behind him, let's see if I can do this in order so Luka, doesn't have to go all over the place. I got a Hellforged Leviathan. He is going to have the Grav Flux Bombard and the Soul Burner Rabodkin.
I love that gun so much. It's just the most ridiculous sounding gun in the game.
The Soul Burner's cool. You know what? In retrospect, I probably should be running the Butcher Cannon array.
Oh, that is a super good weapon. Yes.
Well, because it also reduces your leadership, which is Night Lordsy kind of sounding.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
hey, I didn't do it, and now I feel embarrassed. Next to him, I got 2 squads of Terminators. One kitted out more for close combat, so they're Lightning Claws all around, except for the boss man is running the weapon's a Chain Glaive, but I'm going to use that as a Chain Fist, because the Chain Glaive doesn't exist in 40k. Lame. Boo. And then what really looks like a Combi Melta is actually a Combi Plasma.
Oh, Mark of Daving.
Yeah, he's been in the warp a little too long, and weird now his Melta shoots plasma shots.
Well, I assume you mentioned the same for these guys over here.
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same. I'm going to run these guys as the Plasma. Oh, and I should mention that the Claw Terminators have the Mark of Corn.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The Icon of Wrath. Except for these Terminators are going to have the Mark of Slanesh and the Icon of Excess for no particular reason.
They want to. Mark of Excess is better Death to the False Emperor? Is that what that one? No.
Scratch that. I haven't got to give him an icon, so let's just take that away.
Mark of Slanesh, so they can do a shoot twice.
Exactly, and that's all I need for that. For whatever reason, I thought you needed the banner for that, but you don't.
Nope.
And then up front, I've got a Chosen Squad, Plasma Chosen. So 9-man squad with 5 plasmas and no other upgrades other than they are also marked by Slanesh.
Oh, suspicious. They shoot twice too, maybe.
Right. Sakaran in the back. It's cool. I love the model. It's not worth the points, but it is upgraded to have some las cannons on it. And then up front is a Chaos Rhino. You either love it or you hate it.
It's just that's so. I have small hands. It's just so small.
Yeah, it's like the original one. I pointed out to Steve the other day, I'm pretty sure that thing is...
This is older than me, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was built before the Berlin Wall came down, I think.
Wild.
So, kind of crazy. Yeah. I'm getting more soon for everybody that hates me.
But of the proper size?
Yeah, I've got a couple ones with the Night Lord's doors. I'm going to blame Cullen for that, because I want to say that I asked him to paint them, because he might be working on something that's a similar paint scheme, and I more just handed them to him and refused to take them back.
Oh.
So they'll come back painted eventually.
If they come back at some point painted, then you're happy with that?
I'm super happy, yeah.
Okay.
Worked out better than it should.
I guess that's reasonably how we deal with Cullen.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
All right, let's go take a look at the scenario, the table, and we'll play this game. Today, Josh and I will be playing the Overrun scenario out of Chapter Approved 2020. In this mission, there are going to be 6 objective markers. 1 will be tucked away in each player's territory, or sorry, I should say deployment zone. And then there will be 4 in no man's land, all evenly spaced out. Now, we are going to be deploying along the long table edge, and we are going to be 12 inches away from the center of the battlefield, so that means we're going to be 2 feet apart when we start this game. And there are player territories in this as well. Pretty much each player has half the table divided down the long side. And that is specific for the secondary objective called Overrun. At the end of your command phase, if you control 1 or more of the objective markers in your opponent's territory, not deployment zone, you will gain bonus victory points. If you hold 1, you get 2. If you hold 2 of the objectives, you get 3. And if you hold all 3 of the objectives, you'll get 5 points. And you can do that 3 times for a total of 15. Now, in this primary objective, we have domination. So this is the one where you get 5 victory points at the end of your command phase, starting from the second battle round if you control 2 or more objectives. You'll get 5 victory points if you control 3 or more objectives, and you'll gain 5 victory points if you control more objectives than your opponent. And that is Overrun. Hey there, Wargamers. Thanks for checking out this video. Attached to it down below, Steve and myself play a 2,000-point game of Space Wolves versus Orcs, Ragnar versus Gazgul Magurk Thraka. If you're not a Vault member and you want to check this game out, click on the link down below to get your 7-day free trial to the Vault. Enjoy this video. This is the table that Josh and I will be playing on for today's game. As you can see, you have all 6 of the objective markers laid out. The deployment zones will be over here. Some of the terrain in this game in the map, mostly from GameMat.eu. So the mat is from GameMat.eu, and a lot of this terrain here, all of that, all GameMat.eu. We just wanted to go with the GameMat theme table today for whatever reason. And we have some Games Workshop kits as well for the Sector Mechanica stuff, the cranes, and the little welding vehicles, and the little cogitator vehicles, and all that fancy stuff. And then, of course, we had to have Space Train. Now, Space Train won't have an impact on the game. Space Train is in the out-of-bounds territory, but Josh can't play without Space Train.
I love Space Train. At first, it wasn't on the table. I was going to have it sit next to the table the entire game.
It's comforting for you.
I love Space Train. I don't know why I like it so much. It's so cool.
There's nothing wrong with loving Space Train.
It's me now. I'm on camera.
It's your turn.
Looking at the secondary, so we've both picked them. I went for Assassinate, because you've got a million characters.
I got 4.
Is it 4 or 5?
I got 4.
Yeah, 4? That's still enough.
Still enough?
Yeah, I thought about the new Slay the Warlord one out of that book, but
I'm going to be pretty aggressive with him.
I know, you're going to be aggressive, but I'm also... He's tough, and I don't want to be like shoehorned into feeling like I need to do that, because then you're going to be able to kind of dictate how I play, I think. More than I'll dictate how you play by taking it. So I didn't go that. So yeah, went Assassinate, went Engage on all fronts, because it just, I don't know, that's kind of one of my go-tos. And then I did go Grind them down. I don't feel optimistic about getting points out of that, but maybe.
That's an interesting one, because I also went for Grind them down. So one of us is going to be screwed. You know what? We might get an even. Maybe we'll get an even mix on it. You'll get some. I'll get some. That'd be ideal.
That'd be nice.
I got also Engaged on all fronts, and I went with Overrun, the secondary one, because something about Space Wolves being OBSEC on everything. As of recording this video, I should note, other than Servitors and Beasts, of course, will help me with that secondary. Methinks.
I just stifled a really bad sneeze.
Oh, you did a good job. I didn't even notice it. Thought I was looking off in the corner for some reason.
Yeah.
Josh and I are going to roll off for the attacker defender. I got a 2.
I got 4.
I like to not have the power. Bam.
You like to not have the, but you don't want to pick sides.
I don't want to pick sides, no.
I will choose this side.
Is that because Lazy Wargamer, or just because it does seem a little...
I like this side more.
Okay. Well, that means I will be deploying over here.
As far as my army is, what's in transports and all that, all the Chosen plus the Master of Executions are going to be in the Rhino. You tell me how they all fit in there. We're going to have Terminators and the Raptors. They will be dropping in. Again, it's the cardinal rule of, like, I leave way too much of my stuff in reserves and then lose because of it.
Yikes.
But I like doing it still, so
Okay.
I'll make it work eventually. The other thing to make note of is that the Gravflux Bombard fell off, and hey, guess what? There's the Butcher Cannon right now.
Josh was able to wiggle points and throw
Yeah,
that
when I
bad
took
boy
that
out there.
banner off that I didn't need, the 10-point difference, you know.
And then for my forces, like I mentioned earlier, Aryak and the Terminators will be riding in the flying transport. And then these two squads of Blood Claws with their respective characters right beside them will be in the Rhinos, and nothing will be in Strategic Reserve or coming in from the Shadows or Cunning of the Wolf. Nothing like that. Deployment is complete. On the Space Wolf half, we have a transport with our Terminators. We have our Wolf Lord and Lucas the Trickster and Blood Claws in this Rhino. We have Long Fangs in the middle here on this objective with the las cannons. Grey Hunters over here. And then we have Blood Claws with Ulrich. And we're going to have some mobile Long Fangs this game, I think. I couldn't find anywhere I wanted to deploy them that they could stay stationary and have good line of sight. Like over here, it's a little too cramped. They could gain some cover, but Josh could easily avoid them. They're plasma cannons. They don't have the longest range in the game. And then like I could go up here, but I have no line of sight if I'm on the upper level because the walls are a little too high. Can't get the models on the second level. And on the lower level here, I actually am blocked by everything else. So I think they're in their more ideal spots, being right there and right there. And for the Night Lords, Josh.
Okay, so I got Chaos Space Marines hiding behind here.
Nice.
I have got my Chosen, as well as the Master of Executions and the Rhino. Shrieking Maniac, I got my Sakaran. On the second level here, which is...
I'm not going to be able to show that. They're just there, yeah.
They're there. Because that's the same piece over there, right?
It's the exact same piece.
Yeah, I'm on the second level. I'm hiding.
My guys were more bulky, though. They had the bigger power packs on because of their heavy weapons being Long Fangs. And
I just don't mind scraping my guys with it. No, they fit under there. They've got the Cultist hanging out here, and then the Dreadnought over there.
And then again, everything else is either teleporting in or hovering around in the sky, ready to show up. And I guess that's time for a roll-off. Would you rather go first or second here?
Almost always.
Rather go first?
Yeah. I think in this circumstance, like, I think either way, because like if I go, I think I still want to go first. I want to take the initiative.
I want to grab a die. I can't find it.
How about you? Do you want to go first?
I actually don't care. I don't know. I got a 1, so I
oh no!
I guess
Come on.
It's a reroll. Aha! A 5. A 5? Huh? Ooh, it's stressful. A 3, a 4. Ooh, me? Well, I think the right choice is to go first, but I kind of hate that that's the right choice. Not that I have a whole lot I could do. Like, honestly, my first... Well, yeah, I guess I do have a lot of opening shots I could do on the first turn. Boo! Boo!
I mean, you could just let me get closer to you.
It's true, I could. Yeah, it'd be like pitying the Night Lords, though.
It's... Everybody should pity the Night Lords. I just want this Karen to do something one game. But no, you do whatever makes sense. I'll still be fine. I've accepted he's dead. As soon as I saw the roll, I'm like, okay, cool, so Karen's gone.
Right, this is kind of the way the deployment went there. Yep. You know what? I'll go second.
No, go first.
Why not? I'll go second.
No, give me a good reason why. Don't be like this.
I feel bad.
No, then I refuse.
I'll go. Okay, then I'll go first.
Okay, good.
Nice. So in my command phase, there will be no scoring in the first battle round. I will gain a command point going up to 13 from 12. Ulrich's litanies will not be able to happen because, well, look where he is. Obviously, his litanies won't work. I do miss the old rules for chaplains where they just had a static aura of reroll hit rolls.
Yep.
Obviously the new litanies are great, they're awesome, but like it would have made more sense for me to honestly just deploy him like this. But I love the idea of him riding up in a Rhino. And next turn I won't be able to do a litany with him until turn 3, realistically.
Just get out now, man.
I guess I could just get out.
Start yelling about sagas and stuff.
You know what? He will get it. You know what, Josh? You're right.
Techno Viking, do it.
That's a good, yeah, he'd be the techno
Turn
Viking.
the music on.
You just start dancing down the middle of the roads while everyone else is running up in a Rhino. I will do that. So we're done the command phase. That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna disembark Ulrich the Slayer, oldest man in the galaxy, and he's gonna
somebody just handed him a water bottle and
he just chugs it back, and then let's run him. Off he goes. Advancing Ulrich the Slayer, an extra 5, so he's gonna go 11 inches that way.
Why is the old man so fast?
He's a Astartes. And with that, we're gonna get him to about there. We are not going to disembark the Blood Claws in there, but we are going to advance the Rhino. It's gonna go 12 plus 6, 18 inches. That is a fast, saucy boy coming right at Josh. And that's where the Rhino is gonna rush off to. Now the Long Fangs are gonna go ahead and move. They're just gonna go forward. They're gonna go around the objective and slowly march up the board shooting plasma guns, I guess. Though the Terminator only goes 5 inches. That's why he's deployed out front. The rest of the guys can go a little bit further. They're probably, and unfortunately, just gonna shoot at a Sakaran. Sad. We're then gonna go ahead and advance these Grey Hunters here. They are gonna go ahead and inspect some concrete. Yep.
The masonry is fine here, brothers.
This is perfectly fine. Though, I guess I will shuffle them around a little bit to make sure the one plasma gun... I keep... I'm like, I gotta make sure my troops are near the objectives, right? That way I have my OBSEC.
Wild.
What a wild concept there. We're gonna rearrange them like that. I had more than enough movement to do so. These guys are gonna stay still though. And by these guys, I mean Longfangs. They're gonna stay on objective number 6. Not that the number matters, but they're gonna stay right here. Also, would like to note, for some terrain rules, if you're curious, like the ruins are gonna be ruins out of the book, but these are gonna have exposed positions, they're obstacles, and we're treating the cranes and the machinery as dense terrain if it's tall enough to be dense terrain. Other than that, though, pretty much everything else is an obstacle, and if it looks like it has exposed positions, it probably has exposed positions. We're gonna go on to the Storm Wolf, the transport here. We are going to pick this bad boy up somehow without awful things happening. Yep, okay, so far so good. It's gonna fly forward up to the objective, more or less, just going there for table quarters.
Ooh.
But, you know, he's got a lot of guns too, let's never forget that. So we're gonna go ahead and advance the Rhino. An extra 2. Zoom! Right there. And then the Wolf Lord will advance as well. An extra 1, so he goes 11. So he is going to tuck in to right there. Now, he doesn't gain cover because he doesn't have any of the appropriate keywords, but he'll at least be protected by Lookout Sir. Yeah, we're good there. Now we're gonna go on to Longfangs shooting phase. They have a rule called Fire Discipline. You have to declare at the start of the shooting phase a target for them, and they get to reroll any of the Longfangs that fire at that target. Reroll hit rolls of 1. These Longfangs are gonna declare Sakaran, and unfortunately they will as well because it's the only target I can see. Everything else is behind obscure terrain or literally behind an obstacle I can't see them at. So Sakaran and Sakaran. And we are gonna we're gonna go into the shooting phase proper. We're gonna pop smoke on that Rhino. We're gonna pop smoke on that Rhino over there. Other than that though, all I have for shooting is all of my heavy weapons and the Storm Wolf. We'll do the Storm Wolf last. We'll start with these Longfangs, and we're gonna spend a command point on Keen Senses. When they go to shoot, they ignore all negative modifiers. So they ignore the moving and firing heavy. They ignore the dense terrain I'm shooting through as well. They see and sense so freaking well. It's no problem for them. You know, I'll be more clear on that Keen Senses there. It says they don't suffer any penalties to hit modifiers, whereas I said modifiers in general. They don't suffer the bad ones. But I assume you kind of got that. I just want to be clear. I'm rambling. I'm going back. And then we're going to spend one more command point on them. This is called the Wolf's Eye. This is specifically for Longfangs, whereas the other one is just for Space Wolf units in general. They get to reroll either failed hit rolls or failed wound rolls. I'm going to go with failed wound rolls on them. And then they're going to fire everything they can into the Sakaran, which I suspect is just the plasma cannons. Which, of course, I will supercharge all of them. 4 plasma cannons coming right at you. All supercharged. Nice. We'll just have your maximum shots. Okay, so that's going to be 9, 11 shots. But I do have to do them separately though, because they could explode themselves. All right, we'll start. We'll just, as I roll them, we'll say that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy in case they die. Bam, 3s to hit. Reroll the 1. Rest in sweet Valhalla. He's dead. All right, next guy. We have a couple more hits and 1 miss. Bam, next guy. No, 1 more miss. You know what? It's consistent. I love the averages on that. You know, that's good. And then 3s. Okay, well, we lost the guy and we had a bunch of hits, and these wound on 3s. I assume it's only a toughness 7
It
body.
is only T7, yeah.
3s to wound, and I get to re-roll for the Wolf's Eye, which helped quite a bit. And these are all AP 4 because we're in the Devastator Doctrine.
Well, I get no save.
It's 12 damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
This guy's dead, though. If it makes it feel any better. He's not dead. He's got 2 wounds left, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and fire the Longfangs at the only target I can really, like, I could shoot at him, but I feel...
You could shoot him first and then split your fire if you want.
It's true, I very much could. You know what, I will do that. Stormfang gunship, sorry, Storm Wolf, not gunship, everything into the Leviathan.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all the multi-meltas are in melt range as well. Unfortunately, as of right now, that is only 4 melta shots though, because it does look like multi-meltas might go to 2 shots per, which would be nice. These hit on 3s, no re-rolling because we are too far away from the Wolf Lord. And these wound on 4s, he's toughness 8. Ooh, 2 wounding hits. And you have a 5-up invulnerable save against both of those.
And let's see what we can get. 5-ups. That pass 1, fail 1.
All right, so that will be in melta range because it's multi-melta, and it's going to be 6 damage.
There we go.
Okay. And then I'm going to fire the 2 last cannons. 1 hits. It does wound.
5 up.
Invulnerables.
Nope.
Okay, that's D6 damage, which will be 2.
Gonna command point it? Dumb not to.
I know, right? I have a suspicion for this game. 1 second, I'm gonna command point that. Hey!
There we go.
1 damage, there you go.
You fool!
I'm a fool! Now I'm gonna fire the focus shots from the... So I should have declared it focused or dispersed. I was obviously gonna do focus, which is like the Melta version. Kind of. 2 shots with that. We hit once, we hit twice. And these are strength 8 as well. So 1 more wounding hit, AP ridiculous, so invulnerable.
5 up. No.
Okay, even if you're a loyalist, you would still fail all of those. By the way, you rolled nothing but 3s. It is D6 damage. Oh, only 1. But if he survives, I roll another D6, and on a 6, you take a mortal wound. Oh, okay, there you go.
So he's down to 5.
So he takes another damage. And after that reroll, I go down to 10 command points remaining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I have the 4 last cannons now. I only get to reroll against him because he was the declared target. So I'm just gonna do 2 shots into him and 2 shots into the Leviathan. There should be no negative to hit modifier, so the 2 into the Sakaran that do get to reroll. Both hit, sorry you can't see that, it was like a 5 and a 4. And 3s to wound, and no save, so he's dead.
Yep. Does he blow up?
Does he explode?
No.
And then we have 2 shots into the Leviathan on 3s, and not rerolling. It's just the accuracy is insane right now. And then 1 more wounding hit.
1 more.
Only 1. Did you make it?
I did.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There's a 6.
Nice. Oh no, I knocked over my dudes. So that is the end of the shooting phase. Obviously did very well there. Everything was very accurate and very reliable. You know, also known as Space Marines.
It's Space Marine. It's Space Marine. It's any shooting every turn 1.
So I'm having a hard time here, like with the Space Marines, because I've been playing Space Wolves 7th edition, 8th edition. Well, I actually started them in 7th edition. I haven't played them as long as I have Necrons, but in all of 8th edition, without a doubt, probably one of the worst armies in the game. So it was super safe to play them. If I played Space Wolves, like, haha, I'm joking around, having a good time, blah, blah, blah. But now they're Space Marines, right?
Well, and it's against Chaos, too, which is...
I know, and Chaos is a really bad spot.
Well, I mean, like, Chaos can pull specific lists and do interesting
Of course,
things, but
of
it's
course.
just, that's so boring to be like, here's the 1 metal list.
I really wanted to run an old school Space Wolf list that doesn't really have too much to do in 9th edition, but it's just the fact that they're Space Marines, and regardless, that is the end of my turn. I killed 1 thing for grind them down.
Yes.
And I currently am in 3 of the table quarters.
Yep.
Respectively. So I get 2 points for engage on all fronts.
And you might get the 3 later if I don't kill... Well, if I don't kill anything.
You have to, if Josh kills 1 of my units, then grind them down is... neither of us get anything for that. So I'm going to have a whole 2 victory points right away. I should also note I don't get any overrun secondary because the flyer cannot control objectives. It is airborne. And obviously I'm not on either one of those 2 objectives either. So now we'll go into Night Lord's turn 1.
Okay, so I get my command point, starting my turn, so I go up to 13.
Yeah, you're at 13. I'm at 10.
That took me longer to figure out than it should have. And oh boy, let's see what we can't do here. Oh, guess I should check his movement. It's less.
It's less than his 8. I think he's down to 6 or 5.
I'm embarrassed. I wanted to go do 1 thing, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
The first thing you do.
Let's do the truffle shuffle. Just kind of.
Yep. Up he goes. And we're giving that terrain feature it doesn't have the scalable trait, so the vehicles can totally
The vehicles can,
yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, Ruski, let's see if I can make this work. We talked about it. This thing's a problem, and I kind of need it gone.
I'll be honest, when I added that to my list, I never thought I'd hear that. I never thought that I know, right?
Buddy.
He's got so many guns, though.
So I think what I'm going to do is the Chaos One's going to come over and try to help deal with it, because he has to.
Now, he can advance and charge.
He can, yeah.
Which is neat.
So he's going to go an extra 2. So he goes 14. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. He's going to advance to right there.
Okay.
And then fall off.
We've already figured it's a 7-inch charge. Rerollable because of the talisman.
Yeah. But I do have that stratagem. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Where he pops out of the shadows.
Basically, if I'm entirely on a terrain piece when I go to charge, I can get +2 to that charge, and then I also get +1 to my hit rolls.
Oh, so you counteract the negative one. Debt to the False Emperor.
Right.
Nice.
So it's gonna look cool.
Oh, by the way, anyone watching, I do like to throw these fun little tidbits out. Name the character who first said debt to the False Emperor.
Oh, it's so tough for me to not just say it.
Who knows? Put the comments down below.
The worst part is, like, I forget that people are watching this because I almost just blurted it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, no, he's not talking to me right now.
Here's a hint. It was a Night Lord.
Cultists gonna go. They're gonna go for a little jog. They're gonna go an extra inch.
Nice.
Good.
Oh boy, this is what happens when you oppress your people, my man. They pretend to push hard.
There they are.
That's definitely exactly what you wanted, right?
You bet, bud.
You sure you don't want to reroll the 1?
No.
Okay.
No. I feel like I'm gonna need rerolls for other stuff later on. But maybe I should just do it.
You got 13 command points. It's
Oh,
the move,
I know.
Phase right now.
But I'm gonna start to blow a lot of command points to try to stay alive to get to turn 3.
Okay, that's fair.
So
the goal here is to have the cultists block the Leviathan so my Terminator smithing crew can't pulverize it into the ground.
you're just gonna shoot them to death and do it anyways?
I don't have a lot of shots though. I don't have.
How many guys you got in there?
Those are just bolt pistols, and they hit on 4s. They're blood claws.
Oh, jeez, okay, I'm re-rolling it.
Don't roll a 1 though. Just don't do that.
Okay,
that's a couple extra inches. That helps.
Okay, so again, not playing very well here, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to figure this out. I think this tiny little rhino is gonna try to go hide over here.
Well, that is a strength of his small stature. Look at how effectively he hides behind
My thought
that
process.
thing.
Well, because I can't afford to just let you kill the Chosen.
They're super expensive. No way.
Right, like, and cool, I can get out and maybe kill your plasma cannon squad and then lose the Chosen.
Right. That's not
which
a good
seems
trade.
not ideal. Well, these are blood claws, but you're still got 1,000,000 attacks in close combat, right?
Oh, they're spooky good in close combat.
Yeah, so I think I got to try to advance this way.
Okay.
So I will not be getting out.
They're gonna go 12 plus. 2.
And gets the back me base, or well, back me vehicle over there.
Okie dokie. Well, I definitely cannot see him with anything other than the Storm Wolf if it flies in this direction. Might be able to see him. Don't know without actually moving it though.
All right. Again, trying to big brain move all this stuff. These guys ready for a wild maneuver?
Are they just gonna move right in the middle of the street and go for the objective?
No.
They're just gonna stand still.
Done. Well,
I know it's.
I need to.
Wait.
My thought process right now is I need to weather another turn of this horribleness until my reinforcements show up.
Right. So like a gripe I have right now with 9th edition is you do kind of get like the declaring things in reserve. Is you have no idea if you're going first or second, and that's scary.
Well, so we kind of talked about it too, and I mean, like, again, it's Luke and I, so you expect us to ramble. We talked about like what's the generally speaking, because I know people are gonna have a ton of answers, and I'm talking for just playing for fun, not like high-end tournament play. Is there any reason not to go first? Generally speaking,
it's few. If there is, it's few and far between.
Right.
Right.
So it was the talk of like, what if they changed it to if you go second, you get your reinforcements on the first turn?
Right. Now at a competitive level, that could be an issue.
Sure.
But in casual play, like we're doing right now, that would help this game's life a lot.
Yeah, I'm curious how much of an issue it would be in competitive play. Because again, in competitive play, generally, I think you want to go first anyways, I think.
Right. Like, I feel like, obviously, being Space Marines, you could make one heck of a shooting list. Playing the Space Wolves here, I tried to do a mix of everything, but even the small amount of shooting I brought felt incredibly oppressive.
Yeah, or I mean, like...
Not small amount, but it's a lot of shooting, but it's not like it's all Primaris
The
shooting,
stratagem
right?
thing is kind of interesting. So, like, if there was only so many, like... If they did the amount of command points you had differently, somehow, I'm not sure how.
Like, essentially, if they Titanicist the stratagems, I think
that one, because you had to pick those ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or if, like, you started with only, like, 1 or 2 command points and then worked your way up or something like that.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's so many different takes on it, because it does...
There is.
It's games like this where, like, he's playing Night Lords, I'm playing Space Wolves, and neither of us try to bring anything crazy big.
No.
But we wanted to have a really cool game, and now we're both a little concerned here that I hit Josh a little too hard here, and we both agree to that.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still going to play the game out, figure out how it goes, because it's a brand new edition, and, you know, feel it out, because maybe we'll learn stuff differently, but yeah.
This has been an issue for a long time.
Well, again, because it just comes down, so much of it comes down to like, oh, cool, I won the roll to go first, so I'm going to kill a bunch of your stuff, and I'm going to blow like 10 of my stratagems. I know, obviously, you didn't really a whole lot, but you know, I'm going to blow a ton of stratagems. I'm going to cripple it, and then, cool, game over.
Right, and that doesn't feel great. Like, I don't feel like, oh, I killed a Sicaran and I crippled the Leviathan. I don't feel good about that. I don't feel like I did that as a good player. I
don't mind playing it. I don't get upset that it happens, but when I'm trying to make content for people to watch and have fun,
right,
that's what concerns me more.
Right,
but we'll see.
We're gonna keep going. It's you never know, and goofy stuff could always happen.
Always.
And that's why you should always play your games. It's just, it can be a little demoralizing at first. Now, is that all? Is that it for movement?
I think that's it for movement.
Alrighty.
Keeping it rolling, we are going to go Prey on the Weak. So my Dreadnought's going to use that. Now, you got close enough?
I did. Well, close enough.
Well, I guess I got close enough.
Yeah.
You got close enough that I can get close enough to reduce your leadership by 1.
Right, so the Hellbrute's within 6 here.
Right, and now that means your leadership 7, I'm leadership 8, so I can use this 1 command point stratagem to get +1 to hit.
Excellent.
Which, it sounds, I honestly love how cool that sounds. It's not great.
Prey on the Weak. Well, it goes, I do like the Faith and Fury because it did add a lot of flavor to these Chaos Space Marine Legions. Yeah. Because the Night Lords are bullies. They're not heroic. They are bullies.
Yeah, exactly.
So they literally prey on the weak, and that's awesome how this works. So he lowers my leadership. Now he's got a higher leadership than me, and he's +1 to hit, and we're firing, I suspect, everything into my
oh yeah, everything's going to go into the Stormwolf.
Because if you can kill it, then the guys inside might take some nasty, nasty casualties as it crashes and burns. Now we have...
That's what I'm hoping.
2 Hellflamers, a Soulburner, Rabodkin, and the Butcher Cannon. What are we firing first?
Let's do, because I'm holding 2 dice, let's do the Hellflamer.
The Hellflamers, all right, 2d6.
Yeah, I don't think I have any stratagems to make this any better.
And these, 8 automatic hits. These are Strength 5, AP 1, 2 damage each. These are awesome. This is one thing that the Chaos, or the Hellforged Leviathan has over the Relic one. It's got awesome built-in flamers.
Yeah, I do kind of like that. So looking for 5s to wound you?
Yes, and that is going to be 2. With the -1 armor pen, I go to a 4-up. I fail both, that's 4 damage. He's down to 10. I'll just keep a tally of how much I've taken.
Soulburner, 2d3 shots.
So, okay, average is 4. The way the Soulburner Rabodkin works is every hit roll against me automatically does a mortal wound.
So looking for, what, 3-ups for mortal wounds here?
Yes, because you got the +1. The Lord was near a little bit closer. I think he's a little far, but...
He is far. I wasn't able to get him close enough, but I want to see...
I kind of regret telling you to reroll the run on them when his run was so much more important. I didn't think...
I should have paid a little bit more attention to it, but...
I didn't suspect... I forgot he could run in charge, and I...
You live and learn, but
I apologize, yeah. Okay, well, we still have the 2 mortal wounds, so I've taken 6.
Yes.
I have 8 left, and we have the Butcher Cannon, which is like a bunch of shots.
8 shots with the Butcher Cannon, hitting on 3s.
Though I hate to see the 1s. Why could this be better off being 2s? Is this strength 7?
It's strength 8.
Okay, so 3s to wound.
Yes. Look at the 2s.
-1. I will... Oh, jeez. That's a fail. Is that 2 damage?
2 damage.
So he's taken 8. He's got 6 wounds left. Down to 6. Well, he's crippled now. But he survived. That's important.
Well, I got some bolters that'll rapid fire you. This will kill you. Hitting on 4s, I think I am close enough for the reroll here.
Yeah, you definitely are. Don't need it, though.
Why couldn't the Dreadnought do that?
Accuracy.
I wasn't going to veterans, because I'm like, what's the point?
What's the
point? I'm
point?
still not going to do that much damage.
Well, if you veterans, you would have only gotten 1 more wound.
Yeah.
No big deal. 3 saving throws. I will fail 2 of those. Wow, I'm down to 4. Well, that's going to conclude shooting, which will bring us to the charge phase, where Josh and I were discussing the benefits and the downsides to this Chaos Lord charging into the Stormwolf here. Obviously benefits, he'll probably kill it. It's a pretty easy charge for him to make. He actually gets +2 to this charge because of a stratagem.
Yeah, because I could pop the From the Night for 1 command point.
Right, so he jumps in here, though I have Overwatch. Right?
You do, which I know with the way this is going, you're just going to kill him on Overwatch anyways.
See, I feel that too. So like a part of me says, nah, I'm not going to Overwatch. I'm not going to waste a command point on Overwatch. I'm not going to kill him. But like deep down inside, I kind of know I will.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you just throw the Overwatch, right? So there's no reason for you to not Overwatch.
Literally every weapon on there is that
is capable of
enough to
him.
kill him.
Yeah.
Right? And there's enough there that I should get 1 hit. So it'd be crazy not to throw the Overwatch at him.
Yeah, because how many shots is the...
It's 2. 2 essentially melted.
So I'm gonna say you're probably gonna get 2.
2, 4. No, it's maybe 2 hits. Maybe 2 hits.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna From the Night. Spend a command point.
Let me look if I'm even able to Overwatch that because he's technically in obscuring terrain. So
yeah, but I'm in the terrain, so you can.
Oh, you're in the terrain. That solves it. That's right. Yeah. So
I'm not behind it.
Right. You have to be in the terrain to use your stratagem anyway. So you know what? I will Overwatch. I'm curious.
Go get your dice, kid.
I'm curious to see if it'll work. So that puts me down to 9 command points. I guess we'll do this proper with the 4 multi-meltas first. They all miss. It's a good start for you.
So the best part is I know that you don't want to hit me.
I don't.
I don't want to. You do, but like you're not gonna be disappointed if you don't hit me.
Yeah, I'm only doing this as a science experiment. I do not want to kill this guy, but let's see what happens. Las cannons. That is a double miss there. Okay, we're getting through pretty much all of them. We got the focus shots on the Hellfrost. Okay, they all missed. There you go. That is a perfect command point. And then I think you have a 5-inch charge.
It should be a 5-inch charge
because of the +2. Aha! And rerolling if you need to, but you don't.
And that is from the Knight.
And brings you down to 11 remaining command points. And he's obviously able to do this because he's got fly with that jump back. It's a screaming wild man charging at my Stormwolf with a big sword. Is that the only charge? I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got me off guard. I'm like, I don't think there's any other charges, but why is he asking? What else could possibly charge?
I don't know why I was asking, actually. So you get to go first over here. He is gonna have 5 attacks?
5 attacks.
5 attacks on the charge with a Thunder Hammer. Well, Thunder Hammer equivalent.
Yes, hitting on 2s, because I get the +1 to hit from the Knight.
From the Knight gives him +1 to hit, so counteracting the -1 to hit. And we have a Debt to the False Emperor. 2 Debt to the False Emperors. Because of the +1 to hit, counteracting the -1 to hit, all things are good for this guy. So he's definitely going to whoop this thing's butt. They all hit. And they wounded on 3s. I don't think you needed to veterans here.
No, I didn't need to, yeah.
And bam. Oh, crap. Well, okay. Maybe it won't work. Okay. So yeah, I owe Josh 4 saves here, but maybe some of the keen viewers realized what I probably just realized after Josh rolled the wounds there. There's a stratagem called Vengeance of the Machine Spirit that works for pretty much like Land Raiders, Repulsors, Stormfangs, and Stormwolves, the big vehicles that have power of the Machine Spirit, where they can shoot a weapon before they die or automatically explode. Okay, I found a good counter argument here. A way to make it so I don't have to automatically blow it, because obviously the right choice here is explode your vehicle, silly.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because that'd be devastating. Because for Vengeance of the Machine Spirit, it specifically says explodes, whereas flyers technically crash and burn.
Yeah, I'll let you do it if you want.
I don't want to. I don't want to. It's just too easy of a choice. Now, I do technically have to roll my saves first. I have to a 6-up save against this. I'm going to make one of those, and I'm going to take 9 damage. Now, this is where I would pop it, and it does... Now, I'm actually curious if it does only want to work on Land Raiders and Repulsors for the explode, because it does also give you the second option of firing one of its weapons as well. And maybe they truly do want it to only work with either exploding Land Raiders and Repulsors, and then allowing the flyers to shoot a gun, but not being able to crash and burn. I don't see why that would be the case, but technically it only says you can make it automatically explode. This does not have the explode rule. This has the crash and burn rule. So I'm not going to spend any points on Vengeance of the Machine Spirit. I'm going to just naturally have to
roll a 6.
No, it's a 1. Okay, nice. So now I have to emergency disembark my Duners and roll to see if any of them die. All right, there's my very expensive Death Star. Not emergency disembarking, but getting out of this vehicle as it crashes and burns. I've always liked to imagine, even in 7th edition, when a vehicle would crash and burn and it had a transport capacity and the guys inside, they all used to take, do you remember what they used to take? If they crash and burn in a vehicle?
Oh, I think it was like strength 10.
It was strength 10 to AP2 hits.
Yeah.
It was devastating. Now, this isn't so bad in this edition, obviously, but it kind of represented it. Whatever was inside of that thing is also probably dead. But in this case, they're not so bad. Maybe. We're rolling 8 dice. Everyone is a dead Terminator. Oh, there's that 3 I was talking about. Okay, it's not so bad. I'm obviously not going to kill Aryak. I'm just going to kill 3 of these Wolf Guard, and I got the pack leader out front over there. So 1, 2, and 3. So I've got a 4-man squad in Aryak. And there's no way you're going to want to consolidate with the Chaos Lord, I assume.
No, thank you.
And I assume that's a no on the consolidate?
That's a no on the consolidate.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that should end your turn.
It should. And I believe it does.
You killed one thing, so neither of us get grind them to dust. So denying both myself, well, making sure you're just denying me the points, essentially.
Yeah.
If you could have killed one more thing, though. One more thing. But with what you had on the table, pretty impressive, I gotta say.
It's still not bad. I think you owe me a morale, though.
Oh, you're 100% right. Though, it is a morale phase time. This is not ideal, because my leadership is reduced by 2. the cultists don't work, but those two do. I'm down to leadership 6. I lost 3 models. So on a 4 or more, I might lose more. And I can re-roll it with They Shall Know No Fear, but I think I'm going to be lame and use Insane Bravery. Because I can't actually afford to lose any of them. Luka boo! I'm sorry, it's baby safe. It's super baby safe. I know, I get it.
It's only once per game, man.
I know, but I have another one the Space Wolves have access to called Howl of the Great Wolf, which is the same thing.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll it anyway. I would have been fine. Crap. All right, well, whatever. I'm safe. Do you score anything?
Oh, of course I don't.
Why would you score anything?
you want to put back one of the other Terminators and take Ariak away? Because then I'll get 3 points.
No, you have to earn that.
Oh.
Into my command phase, I'm going to go up to 8 command points remaining. I am going to score at the end of the phase. Well, technically, the litanies still go off at the start of the turn, even though the Blade of Silence, whatever, the pamphlet for the Indominus box clearly has litanies going on.
But they said that's a vacuum. Don't use the rules.
Exactly. Vacuums and stuff. Now, he's going to go ahead and roll for his Litany of Hate, because we disembarked him last turn and the old man ran forward. So he's going to have an aura now of re-rolling hit rolls in the fight phase. And then we are going to score, I suppose, because I'm not doing anything else in my command phase. Now my command phase starts, I get my command point. I'm on 1 objective, 2 objectives, 3 objectives, and that is it. So I have, again, this is domination style, not taking hold. So I get 5 points for the 2, I'll have another 5 points for the 3, and I'll have another 5 points because I got more than Josh.
I got 2. That's actually not terrible.
Yeah, you have 2. Yeah, that's not bad. That's points for you on your turn. And now on to actual movement time. All right, we're going to start over here somewhat, and we're going to see if we can't beat up this stuff.
Go, bro.
Yeah. All right, these guys are kind of slow, but they're going to just move up in this direction. They are going to, if you've ever seen The Hobbit, that scene where the 4 dwarven smiths are all around the ingot, smacking it in succession. You remember? You just kind of you remembered it.
As soon as you said, yeah.
That's gonna be him. And then Ariak will go over here because he's got a bone to pick. He's got a saga to seek. I think the lame thing at the moment, not lame, but the thing I have to do is I just kind of stay in my rhino and I hang around this objective.
You are the worst Space Wolves in the world.
I don't have any enemies to fight, man.
They're right there. They said bad things about the Emperor and Russ.
And I'm gonna shoot bolt rounds at them for that reason.
Get out of the car.
No, you have to shoot me out of it first. We're gonna stay in our car because the Rhino protect. And I was kind of a fool over here. I probably should have deployed him over here. Steve came into the room and called me a big dum-dum. And he's right. Because I'm like, I got 6 models. I have to be coherent of 2 models. Well, he's still coherent of 2 models.
To be fair, he called me a big dum-dum for bringing this army again.
Yeah, it's true. So we're not moving that because I don't want to suffer the negative to hit penalties over here.
You got a command point that you can ignore it.
Yeah, but these are the mobile long fangs. They eat those up. Yeah, to be fair, they're not shooting at anything this turn. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, you know what? You're right.
No, you don't have to because your command points are precious.
No, I'm gonna move. I think I have to move him first. I don't want to though. We're gonna move you over there. I don't care. No, I screwed myself now because he's gonna have to move up and around, and he's gonna move there, but he only moves 5, so he ends up there. And I guess I'm still coherent of 2 models in all degrees. So you know what? There we go. Aha! But that counts as the whole unit moving now, as for the new edition. So they only hit on 4s. Oh, yikes. And then these Grey Hunters are going to jump into the ruins because I'm not too sure. I don't think they're going to get targeted by too much, but I want them to at least have cover if so. But I know they won't be able to get shot at by anything that shows up over there, and I know you can't show up over here. You can show up over there. You know what? I'm just going to move them again. I'm just going to move them to right there and tuck them in, and they're going to pop out at... No, they're going inside. I changed my mind again because I realized I want to have that one guy on the objective, so I'd rather just do that. And I got to keep them coherent of 2 models each because I got a bigger unit. There we go. We're going to have one guy in cover, I guess, and I don't even know what I bothered doing that for. That's where they are. These are the guys I don't want to die, but I'm going to move them anyways. I'm going to just move on up here with them. And then we're going to leave that open for the Terminator to get on in there.
Oh, look at him go.
Look at him go.
Impressive.
I guess I should make sure I have guys within 3 of the objective. Wow, talk about a not exciting second turn movement. That's literally it. There's just, I have no, okay, no, I guess I should drive up to objectives. And we're gonna run Ulrich the Slayer as well. He's gonna go 2, he's just gonna go behind.
He's out of breath now.
There we go. Oldest man coming at you. I came over here because I'm like, oh man, I got that objective over there. I'm like, I can't quite get that one this turn. Where's the one over here? I just can't see it. Can you guys see where it is?
I am the knight!
He's hiding it. Shooting time. Storm Bolter into Cultists. We're not
fiend.
We're not rapid firing, but we hit once and we wound on that. And we're in the second battle round, so that is no save.
That kills the cultist.
Because we've got doctrines. 1 dead cultist. And now for the rest of shooting, we are going to have Ariak throw his... Oh, no, sorry. The actual shooting phase, I do have to declare a target for the Long Fangs. They are going to target the Leviathan because that's literally the only thing I can shoot at with them. And I guess, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and shoot at them. So, yeah, we're gonna spend a command point on Keen Senses so I can ignore negative modifiers on my hit rolls, and I'm gonna spend another command point on the Wolf's Eye so I can reroll wound rolls with the las cannon. So it's down 2 command points, bringing me down to 6. These guys are hungry for command points. We hit on 3s, nice, and we wound on 3s. Worth it. Didn't even need it. So 3 5-up invulns. 5-up invulns.
Ready? Bam!
You can't make one.
I can't.
Okay, I like to make fun of the Hellforged things because they only have a 5-up against shooting. Even if you're a relic, you've not made a single 4-up on him.
No.
Would you like to re-roll one of those? Because it's 3d6 damage coming at you right now.
I know. So he's probably gonna die anyways. I'm just trying to think if it's. Sure. I keep going like I don't have enough command points. I don't want to spend it, but
you have a ton.
I don't want to finish the game like getting tabled and having 10 left.
Oh, there you go. So damage 1 at a time for dramatic effect. He's dead. Got him just. Oh no. Does he explode? That's not good for me. That's, well, it's also not good for you, I suppose.
It's probably worse for me.
I don't even, no, that's my term. Is he D6 or D3?
He's just D3. He's D6 if you're a psyker.
That's right, because he's Hellforged. Okay, so roll me up.
Cultists.
You're cultists, all right, so we kill 3 cultists. Nice. Why did you bring us to this fight?
My guy.
Please don't roll.
3, yeah, awesome, he's down to 2.
Let's do Ariak. 2. Okay. And then
3.
That does kill one of the Terminators off. That's the pack leader there, and then you take a wound. You're down to 1. You got 2 left. They're hurting, and Ariak, I think he took 2. He's got 3 left, I think. Okay, well, down to 3 on him, and then we're gonna go ahead and shoot with Ariak now, and he's gonna wind up Foe Hammer and throw it right at the Chaos Lord.
We're in Midnight Clad. -1 hit. Wrong command point.
Where'd he go? Man, why did I use Keen Senses? I could have used it here to ignore the modifiers. All right, we hit on 2 3s. We hit.
Oh, that's a shame.
And we wound on 2. It's strength 10. We wound. -3 AP.
4 up.
Oh, you made it!
Ah!
Nice. Sigil. That is going to be it for shooting. We are going to go ahead and charge Ariak into... Ariak will declare both.
Okay.
Would you like to overwatch with either one of them?
I'm thinking, like, I'm going to look up Demon Shell and how that works.
That's true. So how about that Demon Shell?
Okay, so it turns out, I thought it was just if you rolled a hit roll of 1. It's if you miss.
So you have a 1 in 5 chance of doing D3 mortal wounds to yourself. Sorry, a 1 to 5, you do D3 mortal wounds to yourself. On a 6,
yeah,
you do D3 mortal wounds to me. And that's how Demon Shell essentially works.
No,
it's not good on Overwatch.
I'm going to fight you in combat. I'll be fine.
100%. Okay, so he declared both. He will charge. Good enough on both. So he's just going to go right there. And then we're going to have the Terminators declare charges against both as well, just in case. But I don't think I'll need the help. And they're going to charge 5. So we're going to have you go up to this dude. You're going to go up there, I guess, being the pack leader. Oh, no, I don't want to break my coherency in case one of these cultists somehow kill my Terminator. And then you'll go up there. Who is wounded? Ariak will do the honors first. He will go first against the Chaos Lord.
I'm going to pop all the Chaos defensive stratagems I have.
Which will be done. Yeah, it's not done. Okay. So, being a Space Wolf, I have a rule called Hunter's Unleashed, which gives me +1 to hit in the first round of combat, essentially, when I charge.
But I also give you -1 to hit.
That's true. So that rule, they just counteract each other. I go back to hitting on 3s. I've got 4 attack space, +1 for shock assault, and +1 for his built-in rule that gives Wolfguard an extra attack. So he gives himself an extra attack and the Terminators beside him an extra attack. We hit on 3s because we hit on 2s normally. Not re-rolling because I don't have a Wolf Lord nearby. 2s to wound, he's strength 10. Reroll 1s because he's a lieutenant, a lieutenant equivalent, a Wolfguard battle leader.
Whatever, I can make 5 saves.
5 4-ups is all you need.
Ready?
I'm super ready. Okay.
Bam.
Dramatic effect, I like it. Oh wow, beards.
Bam.
Oh.
Command point.
That's the command point. Reroll
So
that
there's
one.
the command point.
Oh, he's dead.
Anyways.
Oh, he's dead. What's the last one? Okay, it was just that one save. Oh man. Bye bye. I'm not gonna bother consolidating. I assume you do not want to interrupt with the cultists.
No.
Okay.
I thought about it, I'm like, I might as well. No.
I'm going to just... it's a tough one. No, we're just going to go closer that way so I can attack with him in this direction. I didn't have the movement to get up and around. All their attacks in the cultist. These are all the Thunderhammer attacks after the Shock Assault and Ariak's ability is counted up. They hit on 3s because of +1, -1 to hit, so all these 2s miss. And 2s to kill the cultists, and I get to reroll 1s because of Ariak nearby. Oh wow, nice. We kill 5 cultists, and I think that's enough
There
to
was
kill
6.
them. There was,
Oh no!
how many?
Sorry.
That's all right. How many died? Oh, I guess they just died to passive things all around them. The bolter got 1, and then I guess 3 died to the explosion. Yes. So these guys will consolidate. They're gonna move on up there, and we're gonna form like a testudo around Ariak, kind of. Oh no. You're not going to commit that fully to it. You're going to come back a little bit. You're going to go there. There we go. So instead of going that full distance, they just go a little bit. I think that's the end of my turn.
I bet you're embarrassed. When I played Steve, all I had left was this with 1 wound at the end of his turn too.
I am embarrassed.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Steve is so mighty. I can only aspire to be him one day. I am going to have table quarters. So I got, let me do it from this angle. You guys see it better. So I got that quarter, this quarter, this quarter, and that quarter. So I'm gonna get 3 victory points for that. And I do have overrun as well, because I got...
For how many points?
It's 3. I got
Wait,
the whole...
you got all 4 quarters, right?
I got all 4 quarters, and the only overrun objective I don't have is the one back there. It's pretty safe to say...
So how many points did you get for overrun?
It's 3. And I get 3 for the table quarters as well. So I got 6 in total plus a 15 earlier on. The Space Wolves do have control of the table. It's Night Lord turn 2.
Night Lord's turn 2.
Yeah, it's Night Lord's turn 2. You get a command point.
Boogaloo. What am I up to then? Like 10?
You're at 10 command points.
Oh, buddy.
You have a rhino to move. Some guys and oh man.
Yeah, I got 1 objective.
That's true, but you need 2 for 5.
Pretty cool.
That is
Pretty
super,
cool.
That is super cool. You're right. Are they popping out?
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and bait my blood claws out of the rhino? Because it is totally gonna work. I'm gonna freaking beat the crap out of those guys so bad. It's gonna feel good. And then from the shadows, from the incredibly small rhino.
I was gonna say, you think it's weird that he fits in there? Wait till the other 9 get back.
This clown car. Brothers, what's going on?
Go.
This clown car. Here comes the master of executions. He's actually scary though.
This is the most terrifying thing, is how do we all fit in here?
Well, the real terrifying thing is the 5 plasma that is coming out of that squad of Chosen, who can, if they somehow fail to kill these Terminators, will just shoot twice. Roar!
Fear us!
And then the little rhino.
Little rhino? Yeah, the little rhino that could is going to cost 5 inches to get back to about there. And then he's just going to kind of...
You know what the best part with that rhino is? He does not trump the mighty Obsec.
I know.
Space Wolf Rhino.
So this is going way back, but I remember there was one person that commented about how I have like huge hands, and I didn't understand why.
Oh!
And like,
why are your hands so big?
Why are your hands so big? And then they pointed out, they're like, your hand, like I noticed your hand next to a rhino.
You just encompass the rhino.
Well, because like if you thought that was a normal sized rhino, and then you see this,
yeah,
it looks like I just like can palm a basketball. Because I mean, like, yeah, it looks different when I'm, yeah.
The regular size rhino. That's hilarious though.
All right, so after jumping onto the rhino, the Terminators.
They're totally denying my cover too by attacking from this side.
I've got 1 gun.
Yeah, he's got 1 gun.
Over here. Yeah, take this. Plasma cannons.
This actually might get them.
So the Raptors have shown up, and then more Terminators over here. I really, I was being a big bellyacher about the fact that there's no terrain I can wholly go within.
Right.
Because then I can get the +2 the charge.
You could do it over here, but I don't think you need to.
No, I can't. Oh, but no, yeah.
Yeah,
I meant for a deep striking unit, Luka.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I think we're ready to... I have no... You know what? I just kind of read Chooser of the Slain. I don't know. I want to know everyone's opinion. Do you guys, when you play Space Wolves, always include a Rune Priest in your army to stick beside maybe Long Fangs or Intercessors or Hellblasters or whatever you want? Because it's actually a very good Auspex scan in a way. It's a whole table range. The range is equivalent to whatever unit is beside your Rune Priest and your Rune Priest vision. So as an example, if I had a Rune Priest right here, that's a bad example. No, if I had a Rune Priest, if I had a Rune Priest right here, I could choose them to shoot at those Terminators when they showed up.
Yep.
I had a -1 to hit, of course, but that's still kind of cool that you can do that. I've never considered really doing it because I haven't run a Rune Priest in a while, but let me know what you think. Anyways, on to your shooting phase. Where do we begin? We have so many things.
I mean, like, I really want these guys dead. It's kind of an issue, but I really want that Rhino dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got Combi Plasma over there. Well, they're both Plasma, and they're both, what's it called? Markov's Slanesh. So they have the Endless Cacophony if they need it.
Let's go here. I'm going to fire everything at you and not overcharge.
You're not going to Supercharge.
Not going to Supercharge.
Oh, because you have no rerolls of ones. Are you going to Veterans?
What do we got for command point? I mean, I know that you're just going to Transhuman Physiology. That's 2 or 3 for you.
That's 2 for me, so I go down to 4.
So, I mean, like, it's just a net gain of 1 command point there.
It's forcing me to use it. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to use it anyways.
I know. Yeah, well, let's go for it.
You're going to use it?
Yeah.
All right, so I will also Transhuman. That'll bring Josh down to 9 command points. I'll be down to 4. And we got lots of plasma coming my way.
Oh, just looking for 3s there, bud.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't survive.
Doug would have lost 1 guy.
I guess you could have.
Oh, no.
You could have re-rolled it if you wanted to as well.
Yeah, but...
Forced wound because of transhuman physiology, which you think the Chaos Astartes would have access
So it
to.
didn't hurt that much.
Actually, I don't even think it really did anything. It's just like my stratagem. You think you rolled nothing but 1s and 2s?
Well, I would have ruined it on 2s if you didn't.
Oh, that's right. Well, you would have had to supercharge the wound on 2s.
It's true.
Yeah. I do have my Storm Shield, so these are 3-up invulnerable saves. Oof! Yikes, that's a bad roll. That kills 1 guy, he's got 1 wound, and that's gonna kill another guy. And then that will put a wound on a dude. So I'm gonna keep it on, the pack leader's there, so I'll just put the pack leader down with 1 wound and have this guy be dead. I assume all the bolt guns are in them as well, right? Yeah.
And then bolt guns on 3s.
Okay.
It
is hard.
It is difficult.
They're raring to charge. 1 wounding head, eh? 2 up. 6.
All right, let's throw a crack grenade at Ariak.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, ready? Get ready to get executed.
Does he hit on 2s?
No, ballistic skill, no.
Okay.
We're gonna have the Chaos Space Marines up here. Go ahead and shoot at Ariak.
Okay, that's fair. Well, they didn't move, so they get to rapid fire.
I just want to plink a wound or 2 off them, and then I'll be happy.
3s to hit. Only toughness 4 on him, so 4s. 3. You have 2-up Terminator save. He's gonna take nada. He's okay.
Sweeping across the board, the Terminators here are gonna go ahead, overcharge plasma at your Rhino.
Nothing I can do about that.
And I just really want it dead.
Okay.
So actually, do these stratagems last long? Let's keep this going. We're gonna prey on the weak.
They're gonna prey on the weak, which is +1 to hit.
Things with lower leadership than me.
Which I think this thing's leadership 7 now.
Right.
Because of the
we're close.
The troops reducing its leadership.
One of these guys is yelling at you.
And these are going to be the ones to veterans. These ones over here did not veterans because I pretty much set up.
Yeah, it makes sense to hit the veterans here.
Yeah, because I was going to transhuman over there no matter what. So veterans over here against the Rhino. They wounded on 2s. Nice. Yikes. Yikes.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah, I show 2s.
On show, yeah. So the 1s technically at this point become 2s. They still miss,
yes,
but they don't get hot. Very nice. And these wound on 2s because of veterans. Oof. We are looking for 6-up saves. Oh, these super dead. That's 10 damage. That's 12, 14 damage there. Do I explode? I don't. Okay, good. So that's where they disembark. We're gonna pull the Rhino. We're gonna see how many of them actually got out safely. There was only 9 of them at the time that they got out. 1 doesn't quite make it. Unfortunately, it's you, my friend.
Well, let's go bolt guns here, shooting at you.
Oh boy, here we go.
9 shots hitting you on 3s.
Okay, pretty accurate.
Wounding on 4s. 3.
3 saves from that angle. None of them have cover. I'm going to start putting the wounds on the guys in the back, though. 1 does die, and that will be you, I suppose.
Now I'm going to throw 15 bolt pistol shots at you. You're looking for 3s to hit you. Not bad. Now looking for 4s.
I'm going to put these on the Terminator. I have to do 2 at a time, though. Until he dies. If he dies. 2 ups. Oh, wow. The 2s are... Okay, he takes 1 wound.
Over here now. Rapid fire combi plas.
Into them?
Yeah, I'm not going to overcharge.
Okay.
Not worth losing him.
We got 1 hit. And then wounds on a 2. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you didn't supercharge. That would have been a 3.
Yeah. Rhino's just going to shoot back at Ariak.
Yeah, I don't have Luka on him. He's only beside 1 model.
Or do I just shoot that 1 model?
Oh, you could shoot either one of them.
You know what? Let's just shoot the lone Space Wolf Terminator.
Got a hit.
Okay, come on. Get upset. Wounds.
Upset enough. Huh, 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 2.
Oh.
We're okay.
Brings me down to 6 command points because I'm going to Endless Cacophony here.
Ooh, I guess
Yeah,
you could do it over here, too.
I thought about it, but I mean, yeah, not worth.
That one guy does technically still have transhuman up.
Yeah.
And I did put these guys so they're outside of the rapid fire range on the plasma, at least.
At least there's that.
Yeah, so they're going to cacophony over here and fire into them, I suspect.
Yeah. Hold on. Actually, here's an interesting question. Do I still have to be overcharged?
I don't know.
What's your leadership?
Oh, no, you fire them again. You don't have to super... their leadership is Oryx, which is 9.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're not going to overcharge those.
Oh, I see what the issue is. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because I don't want to die.
Now, you might have to do... No, actually, never mind. You're good. Yeah, you're good, because I could allocate the hits on him, but, like, it depends on... Like, if you shoot with that guy first, then I can't put the hits on him. I could, but he won't have cover. This is where the 1 die at a time thing gets really weird.
It gets kind of wonky. So what you're talking about, the fact of resolving these 1 at a time to see if I could kill him here before cover kicks in.
Right. Well, I mean, if say you were to shoot with that gun, like the on my left, those guys over there, I could allocate the hits to these 2 to put them in cover, whereas the guys further on the
I'll
right.
start down here for you.
Right.
Then.
1 at a time. Then I'm going to put the hits over here. So first guy misses.
Next guy in line.
Did you want to shoot the bolt guns anyways? Because you're not supercharging?
I didn't say I was going to, so it's fine.
Okay, so we have 1 hit so far, and then wounding on not that.
Okay. I got 3 more shots.
I think it's the last 2 that I get cover
So
from.
next guy hits.
Wounds.
Wounds.
I'm gonna put it on him. Who would have? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on him because he's gonna have a 6-up save. He'd fail that. He's dead, and then we have 2 other guys we can roll at the same time.
Okay.
1 hit and a wound, and I'm gonna allocate it to a guy that would get cover from that shot, and it didn't matter anyways. All that for naught. So those 2 die.
Time for the charge. I'm going to call Raptor Strike on them because it doesn't make sense not to.
It brings you down to 5.
So 3d6 charge, gonna show a 9.
Do you add them all together? Oh, it doesn't matter, right?
I'm pretty sure I do add them all together.
Oh, wow. Well, you got a 12 then. And I wasn't going to Overwatch with them because I'm kind of low.
Oh, I guess I should have let you call it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not going to?
I wasn't going to anyways. It's only the turn they could show up, they Raptor Strike, but they add all the dice together. In fact, am I thinking of Warp Talons or them? One of them can't be Overwatched.
Warp Talons can't be Overwatched.
Is it Warp Talons? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So in they go, they get to go 12, and it was just them you declared against, but you are going to be a nuisance nonetheless. That's a beautiful sight. I do want to point out one thing over here. I'm just a big dum-dum. I forgot to use Knowledge of the Foe when I killed Josh's Warlord.
Just take the command point.
I'm not going to, because I want to try and force myself to remember. I'm like 50-50 on it.
You know what? I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, half the time I remember, half the time I don't. It all depends on the situation. If I find myself winning, then I'll punish myself. But if I'm on the losing end of it, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it
depends. Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, if I do this, it'll make the game a lot more interesting and make the video a lot more interesting. I would let you do it anyways.
I know you would. But in this case, maybe it'll help me remember because it's so... I don't know why I have a hard time with that. I don't really have a hard time. Like I said, half the time I'll remember it, half the time I won't. It's not going to make or break the game if I have that extra command point. I just like to point out my own mistakes. And if anyone was pointing it out, well, yeah, you got me.
Got him. Let's go over here. Master of Execution will charge. Just Ariak.
Tempting to Overwatch, but I won't. I like to throw big dumb hammers. You know, it's hard to resist. And he is.
And these guys will declare both.
Both, yeah. Bring it on in. Yikes! Big numbers.
Okay. Bam!
Classic Night Lord tactics. Wait to go in until they're all weak. No heroicism at all. Is that a word?
I would just say no heroics.
Heroics? Yeah. They don't know. It's not in their vocabulary.
Right. And the last Terminator squad into your long
Fangs. I will not Overwatch. This is a straight 9?
Straight 9-inch charge.
You got an 11 and a... Okay, nope. Would you like to reroll
You
it?
get the banner.
Oh, yeah, they got the Wrath banner or something like that. The Corn banner.
9!
That's
No!
Close! Very close. Well, we're not going to veterans over here with the Master of Executions into Ariak,
Right.
but Ariak is going to transhuman physiology.
You're so lame.
No, it's
Just
not me.
Fight me.
Space Marines are lame. I will fight. I will 100% fight you, but I'm going to use my rock hard body to do it.
I got you down to 2 command points.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that.
If he survives, it'd be worth it, but it didn't work last time, so...
Hitting on 2.
Yes, and Death to the False Emperor. Do you do anything against characters?
I can re-roll failed hit rolls and stuff. I can re-roll, once per fight phase, I can re-roll 1 hit roll, wound roll, or damage roll.
Against a character or just in general?
Just against a character. The question is, do I just try to get an extra hit?
Is he D3 damage on his weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the re-roll here, because I get it. Most likely to be successful.
Right.
Death of the False Emperor.
Nice.
Okay.
And these are all wounding on 4s right now because of trans.
Because you're lame.
Let's see how many it stops. It stops 4 of them. That's a significant deal, because I think you wound on 2s with that weapon, it being strength times 2.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, can I survive this? I have the Anvil shield. It's a storm shield,
3 ups,
so
you're fine.
3 up invul, but I also reduce the damage I take by 1.
Maybe I...
Oh, you want a command point?
I'll command point one of those, yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah,
That's clever.
Looking for a 4+?
No.
Not quite. And that'll bring Josh down to 4, and I'm down to 2 after the transhuman. I'm just gonna do these. Ooh, like I want to do 1 at a time for dramatic effect, but at that point I have to declare a reroll once I roll the die, right? But I'm gonna do it anyways. Ah! Ah! Oh no! I'm gonna commit. Oh geez, I'm gonna command point that. Aha! And the last
Lame.
one.
Lame.
He's super safe.
Lame.
I'm curious what like people's opinions are, because I think you're supposed to roll those dice 1 at a time.
You are.
Because the power there, like that's a huge amount. When you roll all the dice in one go, that's a huge amount of knowledge.
Yep.
Because that second fail that I rolled could have been if I rolled all 3 dice and I failed the 1, I know no matter what, he's not dying because he reduces the damage he takes by 1.
Right.
So if I rolled all the dice in one go and I failed just that one time, I would have known not to re-roll that. But since I did it 1 at a time the proper way, you kind of have to declare the roll then. It's wild. It's kind of when you think about it, because no one actually plays that way, I don't think. No one actually really does do
I don't think so.
Yeah, but I think you're supposed to do it that way. Anyways, doesn't matter. He's okay.
All right, fine. I will, because I want these guys dead, I'm going to prey on the weak.
So my leadership's reduced by 2 because of the Executioner and the Chosen. So it brings me down to leadership 6 on him, and I 6 on him as well.
Yeah. So basically the way this works now is I am going to get...
A lot of attacks here too.
Right, so many
Chosen.
attacks, and then they got the Icon of Excess, so they're Death of Falls Emperor on a 5 normally.
Right.
But I believe this brings it down to 4.
Right, because this gives them +1 to hit because they're preying on the weak. So that means pretty much a 4s becomes 5s, which trigger Death of the False Emperor.
Everybody that can swing into Ariak will, so it's just these 2 are going to be swinging into the Terminator, so let's get those out of the way.
So that's 7 into Ariak and 2 into the Terminator, eh? So that's 6 attacks because of Hateful Assault into my Terminator.
Yes. Looking for...
2s to hit.
2s to hit, yeah, good call.
And 2 Death of the False Emperors because of the Icon of Excess, which I've never actually really seen brought, but in this case it's pretty good. Yeah, 2 more hits. And 4s to wound him. 1, 2. I've already used my reroll, so any 1s here and he's dead. Got him. Very nice. We have 22 attacks coming to Ariak right now because the champion has an extra. Hold out there, you old bear! 2s and many Death to the False Emperors on 4 ups here. It feels like it's like Ragnar almost. This is how it feels playing Space Wolves, but like it feels good, right? Doesn't it feel good?
It feels hilarious.
Yeah.
How many? And for the Death of the False Emperor.
Man, Night Lord's so edgy. Hitting on 2s. 2 more. So that's 14 extra hits.
14 plus 19.
Yeah, 20 or 33 hits. Yikes. So the math here says he could live with 1 wound, but it's very close to average. He's dead.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got 4s to wound. Josh rolled a couple above, both essentially 1.5 above average here.
Yep.
So 18 wounding hits. Ariak is now dead on average, but we'll see. 18 saves to make. Now in this case, I don't actually have a reroll available to me, so I can't just throw these all at the same time. Whereas normally you should roll these 1 at a time if I had a reroll. He died. Yeah, I rolled 5 1s there. I should have only rolled 3, but you actually killed him from full health.
Very
the old
good.
bear gets overwhelmed. Would you like to consolidate?
You know what? I think I will.
Bring it closer to the blood claws. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna beat up those Chosen. So after that kerfuffle,
Hooray!
we got this to resolve, and these guys should have
jeez.
3 attacks each as well, because of Chainsword. Unless Raptors have 2 base, though I doubt it.
No. Champion with the Lightning Claw first. I don't think there's any useful stratagems
He
here.
should have 3 attacks. Does he have 2 Lightning Claws or just 1?
He's got the... Oh, yeah, sorry. He has only got the 1.
Yeah.
Good call.
3 attacks on him on 3s. Good start. Oh, Death of False Emperor. Nice. 4 hits and 4s. Rerolling, though, because Lightning Claw. We have 1 wounding hit so far.
Come on, buddy. I believe in you.
The reroll says... 4. 3. The Terminator is wounded. He has to take the hits 1 at a time. Oh, dang. He got him. Nice. That was 1 at a time because the rest of the saves would have been 5-ups if he died early on. And now we just have a bunch of Raptor attacks into my Long Fangs.
These are all the dice I've managed to steal from MiniWarGaming, so...
You've got him.
They're rolling this many.
He's accumulating dice again.
Okay. 3s.
Nice. And deaths on 6 this time.
Yep. 7 Death to the False Emperors.
Oh, only 1 miss. Very nice.
And I don't think I needed a veterans here.
No.
I was thinking about it, though. 4s, thinking about it after the fact.
How many 3s did you get? That might make you feel better because I only see 3.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made a huge difference.
It's very important that I have 1 guy left after all these saves, just to make it so I could do something about these Raptors, because Josh has the capabilities of keeping them safe for my turn. Yep. These are 3-up saves. Oh, they die. You got them. Nice. That's 5 dead. Oh no, I'm being overwhelmed everywhere. Help! Russ! And they are free to consolidate towards the nearest enemy.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Very nice. And then Josh had mentioned the Night Lords. I'm not too sure what it's called, but there's a stratagem that makes it so I'm not allowed to run away from combat.
I think it's We Have Come For You.
Oh, wow. Like, I will get to retaliate over here, but I don't get any of my bonuses. I don't get Shock Assault. I don't gain Hunters Unleashed. Yep. None of that nonsense. So I might kill, like, a couple of them, but it's well worth it. That is going to be it for Josh's attacks. I will retaliate. I only have the 1 fight over here to retaliate with, so we're going to just pile on in and bring as many of these guys into combat as I can. I don't actually know if you're going to be able to swing, being too far away. So piling in, I was able to get him in because he is within half an inch of that guy who's within half an inch. That guy's able to fight because he's within half an inch of him who's within range of him. So I will get the full spectrum of attacks. And the cool thing about Grey Hunters, they do get Chainswords, so they do have 2 attacks each, but I don't have +1 to hit, nor do I have the 3 attacks each. I'll start with the Power Sword though, and then I'll do all the Chainswords after. 2 attacks from the Pack Leader and his Power Sword. We have 2 hits and 4s to wound. 1 wound at AP3.
6-up save. Nope.
I cut down 1 Raptor. And then I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 attacks with the Chainswords on the Grey Hunters. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. No AP or anything like that. 4 wounds though, not bad.
3-up saves.
I kill 1. All right, so I was right. I killed a couple. But more importantly, they can't run away when I attempt to go. But at least I guess I'll force you to use a command point. And that should be it for the turn. Now, I'm going to go ahead and...
There's the consideration with them, Market Corn. I think I can make them fight again.
Ooh, that's true. Oh, but they charge this turn. They can only... But the turn you charge, you're only allowed to fight things you declare charges against, even though...
Ooh,
oh, wait, or...
Actually...
Actually, no, never mind.
No, because you didn't heroically intervene into me.
I didn't heroically intervene either.
So yeah, I can't declare them.
That's right. I'm going to go double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's still the same as it was last time.
I don't know if I'd even want to, though.
That's 3 of your command points. You'd be down to 1. That's going to bring us to the morale phase, where the only one I have to check for is... Yeah, you're fine over here. You don't have to check for them, but I do owe you 1 over here. I lost 4. They are leadership 9 because they're right beside Ulrich. He is a chaplain. He's just a really old one. So on a 5-up, sorry, on a 6 they run. There's no ooh, but I have They Shall Know No Fear. Okay, we're good. Yep. So we passed that. There's no Night Lords nearby to modify my leadership. You definitely have engaged on all fronts. You got a unit there, unit here.
And technically, I'm going to just write down the Assassinate right now.
Right, yeah, you did. You got one of my characters, yeah. So I just have my 3 remaining characters. Dang it. Ariak, sometimes you survive. You know what? He took a lot of hits. He's okay. Now, you also have Grind Them Down for sure. So you get 3 points for that. You killed like 2 units over there, my Rhino. So that's 3, 4 units this turn. I killed... Actually, how many did I kill realistically on my turn? I killed your Chaos Lord, your Cultist, your Leviathan.
Yeah.
Is that it? I only killed 3, eh?
I think that's it, yeah.
Oh, so is it a lot closer than I thought it was? Huh.
Yeah, because you still did kill 3, which is, solid.
Right.
And I got... So
4?
what did I get?
Because you killed both the character, the
those
Terminators,
2.
Rhino,
3.
and my Long Fangs.
4. Yeah,
I think you're good.
a lot
Yeah.
closer.
I think you guys... It was a lot closer than I thought, though. But you do get the 3 victory points for that as we move on to the 3rd battle round and turn 3 for the Space Wolves. In my command phase, I'll go up to 2 command points. I guess I have to do the litany for what's his name over here. I'm going to do a Litany of Hate. I do get it. And that's his reroll bubble. And also at the end of my command phase, technically that's first, but then we do the command phase, I control this because I got troops. Because I'm obsecting Space Wolves. I control that, I control that, I control that for 3. That's going to give me at least...
You get 15.
I do get 15.
Because I don't control this one.
Right, you still control those two.
You control 2, yeah.
All right, so I get another 15. I'm doing one more turn of 15, and I'm maxed out on those, so I'm doing really good on the primary here. Or I'm like stumbling my way through the primary, I feel. And then we're on to movement. Interesting. Well, these guys are probably just going to stay still. Before I go any further, I do have to consider what doctrine I want to be in. No, you know what? Assault doctrine, without a doubt. Like 100%. I don't know why I was even thinking about it. Because I was thinking about, I know they're going to be stuck in combat, and I could do True Grit, so they could fire their bolt guns in close combat. As if they were pistols, that's like a super old...
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
You remember that old rule?
Because that was Death Guard and Space Wolves back in 3rd edition.
Exactly, yeah. I think their rule is called True Grit.
It was called True Grit, yeah.
That's super old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Assault Doctrine for sure. So that is a good one. Unlock Savage Fury. That will, every time I roll a 6 to hit, unmodified 6 to hit, it counts as 2 hits instead of 1.
And I will spend the win command point on We Have Come For You, so basically I pick one of my units that's currently engaged with one of your units, and as long as you're not a vehicle, you can't fall back.
And that would be them. So they're no falling back. That means I cannot shoot at them, so I'm going to have to get a little personal. The Wolf Lord is going to move 10, and I've already pre-measured. It's a 10-ish move to get there, the back of his base to that line. I don't know, the bigger bases is typically better to measure from the back to see where they can end up, because then you don't have to worry about them measuring like around corners or whatever. And then I'm gonna disembark.
Now.
I'm gonna disembark from the Rhino because the Rhino needs to sit here and be obsec on objectives.
It's awful.
It's awesome. Lucas will disembark first. He's gonna move his 6 to there, and then the Blood Claws are gonna disembark after. Ending there, when they disembark, and then they're going to do their move. They're just going to end up right beside Mr. the Trickster, right there. Mr. Luka the Trickster. That's me. And the Rhino's going to stay still. And this is all moved. They're going to stay still. They have no choice but to stay still. And all of that is going to move forward and challenge that across the table. I'll show you where it ends up. And it's a 6-inch charge for the Blood Claws to get into Terminators. And then Ulrich, a little bit easier for him to get into the Chaos Space Marines if I want to. We're going to go into the shooting phase where the Long Fangs are going to use their rule to declare these Chaos Terminators as their precision strike or precision shot. These reroll hit rolls of 1 against them. But I'm going to start, whatever, I'll start over here I guess. They're just going to fire everything into them. Bolt gun, Combi Bolter, or Storm Bolter, sorry. And then 4 las cannons into them. Not going to spot any stratagems or anything nasty fancy. Big las cannons first. Reroll. And wounding on 2s. 4 wounds. These guys are good.
Well, we're just gonna kind of allocate from the back there.
Yeah.
So looking for 5 ups.
You
made none.
Okay. Well, I gotta do these one at a time. Do you want to reroll any?
No.
First guy dead. Second dead. Third dead. Fourth. Wow. Those last cannons just cleaned house. I don't know if I should have committed him. Well, I mean, obviously I didn't know I was gonna roll that well.
Yeah.
So they didn't move. They get to rapid fire. So that's gonna be 4 shots with the Storm Bolter plus another 2 from the bolt gun. 3s. Okay. They technically are Long Fang, so they also get the reroll. And 4s, 1 wound, no AP because we're in the Assault Doctrine.
2 up.
You're okay. I guess he'll throw a crack grenade. Hits, does not wound. I'm going to fire the Storm Bolter into the Chosen there. 2 shots because we're not rapid firing. And 4s, 1 wound, no AP.
Okay, 1 wound. I'm looking for a 3 up.
I killed nobody. I guess, let me look at Lucas's stat. I think he's got a plasma pistol, but I'm not going to use that. Supercharge.
Overcharge.
Yeah, he's got a plasma pistol. I'm not going to supercharge it, though, into the Chosen. He misses. He only hits on 3s. And then all the Blood Claws, except for, whatever, the pack leader will throw a frag grenade, and then the rest are going to shoot bolt pistols. So we'll start with the frag grenade. It's going to be automatic 3, though, because of your unit size. We hit once, and we don't wound. Bolt pistol from the Wolf Guard I have to do separate. He misses, and then the rest are bolt pistols on 4s. The rest of the shots, 4s, 2 hits, 2 wounds. AP 1 now because we're in the Assault Doctrine.
Nice. 4 up saves.
I gone down 2 with bolt pistols.
Ooh, you're gonna make the charge anyways. So we'll go. Boop. Boop.
Now I know I could True Grit over here and shoot their bolt guns as if they were pistol 2. But I don't think that's going to be a lot of value for my 2 remaining command points, so I'm just going to fire their bolt pistols they're armed with instead. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolt pistols into the Raptors. Plus the bolt pistols actually have AP. We have 1 hit and 1 wound at AP 1. You're good. We're gonna have Ulrich the Slayer fire his plasma pistol into them. Not supercharged. Hits on 2, wounds on a 3. Nope. And we're gonna have 4 bolt pistol shots into the Chaos Marines as well. 4 is to hit, and 2 wounds at AP 1.
2 4-up saves.
You're good. Nice. You could have put. I guess I was gonna. You could have done a 3-up on him.
I was thinking about pulling from here to make the charge.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But you're correct. You're correct.
That is all I've got for shooting. So around to charging, I guess we'll just, you know what, I'm already over here. Might as well charge over here first. Now, I'm going to charge with them into them. Would you like to Overwatch?
Do you have any crazy things I should know about?
Like how good I am in combat?
Like any ways to mess with my Overwatch?
Oh, no. It's just, you get your normal Overwatch. I got a Storm Shield.
Now, he gives out his leadership to them, though, right?
Right. They should be just over 6.
Yeah, they are.
Not that I tried. That's just how. That's as far as
but
I could
over here. So yeah, he's leadership what, 10?
9.
So he's leadership 9. They're down to 8.
Yeah.
So I'm not higher than you, except for with the one guy. Because I thought about just doing the overcharge thing. And
Right, just so you don't get
making
hot.
it so I don't.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It wouldn't hit any better. Go for it. I'm not gonna.
I needed a 6. I'm gonna land a 6.
Nice.
Just. So that means these guys are gonna be about half an inch out, something like that. And then Ulrich is gonna go ahead and declare a charge against just them because I don't want to risk failing that charge.
Go for it. Yep. No Overwatch there.
Oh, could, and I think that's good enough. It should be.
Yeah.
I get that close. 1 more inch less and I would have failed, of course. Okay, good. Now we're gonna come to this side of the table. We are gonna have my Wolf Lord declare a charge against your Terminator here.
Yeah, go nuts.
I assume no Overwatch. He's gonna go ahead and roll a 6. He is gonna go just to there, because I don't know what his future plans are. And then we've got a charge up here. I'm gonna do the Blood Claws first, charging into just the Chosen.
Just the Chosen?
Yes.
Yep, go for it.
Just the Chosen. 6. All right. They're coming on in. I'm going to try and make room for... I would like Lucas to go do a cool one-on-one fight with the character there, the Master of Executions. Ending there, then Lucas will declare a target against, or charge against both because he has to.
Yep.
Oh, 9. Nice. So he's going to go. I'm trying to play him on a 32 mil if I can. He's going to end up going over there and exposing himself. So the decision is, do I fight with Lucas the Trickster first into the Master of Executions? Or do I fight with these Blood Claws over here first? The issue is, being that Ulrich, his leadership is reduced down to 7 now, so Josh could give his Terminators +1 to hit, preying on the weak. I'm not gonna, I think I'm gonna fight first with the Blood Claws over here to try and take out as much of the Terminators as I can.
Gotcha.
And then that way, Josh could interrupt over here if he wants to, and probably would kill Lucas the Trickster. But he always has the last laugh.
Yeah.
He might have the last laugh. Piled in, should be no problem to get them all to fight. I'm going to start with the heavier weapons first because all the Terminators are at full health. We'll start with the Thunder Hammer on the Wolf Guard. He's got 3 attacks for Shock Assault. He'll have an extra attack for the Berserker Charge by being in the Blood Claw unit. Now, he has +1 to hit for Hunters Unleashed, and we are hitting on 3s. And every 6, and I get to reroll because of Ulrich nearby, every 6 counts as 2 hits. So we have, 1 more hit. Every 6 is 2 instead of 1. Didn't want to make that sound like it's 3 hits. So we have 5 hits, wounding on 2s. Okay, 2 wounds.
5-up saves to live.
Nice!
Oh, okay.
They're both okay. So we got we got 4 attacks with the Blood Claw Pack Leader. He's got the Power Fist, which is still pretty reliable. 3s to hit. 6s are 2 hits. Okay, that still misses, but we get a couple extra hits because of the Fury. 2s to wound. 4 wounding hits. AP 4, but you have your 5-up invulnerable save.
Yep. This is what does the damage.
Oh, you made another. So you made 4 of them, so 1 at a time. Kills 1. Kills. So I do crush 2 of them with the Power Fist. And then I have 1, 2, 3 more guys attacking with chain swords. So that's going to be their 1 attack base, +1 for the chain sword, +1 for shock assault, +1 for berserker charge. So that's 12 attacks from the Blood Claw chain swords. Hitting on 2s because they get +1 to hit. 6s, it's unmodified 6s. Re-rolling. So that's 3 extra hits from the 6s. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounding hits at AP 1.
Looking for 3-up saves. 1s and 2s.
No, I didn't kill him.
Okay.
I only wounded him. Nice. That was very good saves. Very good.
Yes, that was lucky.
And I assume you're going to interrupt? Maybe?
I will be interrupting you.
We're interrupting with the Chosen.
Gonna choose the Chosen.
Nice.
And they are going to prey on the weak.
That's +1 to hit, yeah.
Yep.
No veterans though?
I don't have the command points for it.
You don't?
I only get I get 1 of the 2, and I figure this one's better.
We have 3 left. Oh, it costs 2
to interrupt.
2 to interrupt. That's right. So you actually have 0.
Looking for 2s.
Yeah, and every 4 up, because the icon of excess is the Death to the False Emperor here.
And the Death of the False Emperors.
Couple 1s. 4 1s, actually.
These are going to be 4s to wound you now.
That's 10 wounding hits. I'm just going to put them on Blood Claws or Chainsword, so 3 ups. And that's going to kill 2. I was not... I had thought about you interrupting with them, and I thought it was a good idea. It's just I got lucky with the dice there.
Yep.
Go ahead with Lucas the Trickster attacking. I'm not going to bother piling in. Lucas is going to attack with his Claws of the Jackal Wolf. He's got 5 attacks on the charge. Yikes, 3 1s, eh? And there's no way to reroll them. But I did get 2 6s, which is 2 extra hits. Boop, because of the Doctrine I'm in. Now these wound on 3s, rerolling because they're Lightning Claws. Yikes, only 2 wounding hits. These are AP 3 now. 2 damage each.
Looking for, they're 2 damage each.
Yeah.
6s. Made 1.
Just 2 damage, he's okay. I almost killed him. That was kind of against the grain there. Lucas, you could do better next
It's all
time.
disappointing over there.
Yeah, kind of sad in general. I'm just going to go ahead and attack with the Blood Claws next, I suppose.
Do it up, friendo.
Piling him in. He's a little bit closer to him, so we're going to get closer to him by doing that. And they should all be attacking. I'll start with the Thunder Hammer, then the Power Fist, then I'll just do all the Chainswords. I got him down to 2. Nice 6 up. All right, Thunder Hammer attacking on 3s. Rerolling nothing because I didn't do Overwhelming Impetuosity, which is all right. 2s to wound. 2 wounding hits at -4, actually. So it's
Just dead.
Yeah, 2 guys get crushed.
So we're going to go dead. Dead.
And then we'll attack with the Pack Leader and the Power Fist. No rerolling, but we do have a 6, so it's an extra hit. 2s to wound. Well, AP 4, so that kills 3 more of them.
Get 3 more, okay. 1, 2, 3.
And then the Chainswords. 20 attacks with Chainswords on 2s. No rerolling, but the 6s count as extra hits. So math should always say, in this case it does, for every 6 I roll, I should also roll a 1. So in this case, I just get, they all hit. All hits. 4s to wound, and the Trickster will allow me to reroll any 1s here. He's like a lieutenant, but only 4 Blood Claws. And that is 13 AP 1 hits.
13 4-ups. I can make this, no problem.
Got him.
It's not a bad roll, though.
That is a good roll. If I didn't have the Doctrine, he would have been, 1 guy would have lived there.
Yeah.
They will consolidate after that swing. So he's about that far. He's going to go just there, I guess. Not that it's going to help him too much. Getting in and around this Master of Executions. Then that's going to bring it to Ulrich the Slayer. He's going to come on in a little bit. Oh, no, he's going to stay within 3 of that objective. That was the whole point of that charge.
Smort.
He's got 5 attacks on the charge for Shock Assault. We said 5 attacks normally. I just looked it up. Yeah, he's got 5 for Shock Assault. I'm not going to do Touch of the Wild here because I want to conserve my command points. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. And every 6 is an extra, so we just got the extra hit there. These wound on 3s. And these are all at -2 damage. So 3 5-ups. That kills 2 of them.
Bloop, bloop.
We'll see now if you pull these guys here, it forced me to go off the objective if I want to consolidate. I don't know if that changes your mind at all.
No, you're fine.
Okay, then I will just stay there. I am not going to move, and that is the end of my charging combats.
Oh, you get the Wolf Lord.
Oh, I forgot he charged. Forgot all about him. That is way back here in my deployment zone. So he's got 4 attacks being a Wolf Lord. He gets 1 for Shock Assault. He's got the Wolfenstone, and his Warlord trait gives him 1 as well. He hits on 2. Yeah, he does hit on 2s. He's a character. He rolls as 1. And we have a Savage Fury, so the extra 6 counts as a hit. These are Strength 8, so 2s to wound. And that many 5-up, 7 5-up invulnerable saves.
5? No, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead many times.
And he's just going to consolidate towards the nearest enemy. Is it them or is it them? I gotta actually measure that. It's definitely them. I'm just gonna consolidate there a little bit closer because I was like half an inch away from it now. Now I'm touching it.
I believe.
And now Josh gets his pick first before I get to swing with these dudes.
Boy, howdy.
I'm curious if this is going to be like a Horus Heresy Marine on Marine fight, which literally never ends.
I'm assuming you intended to go base here. You are.
I think so.
You're good. You're good.
I had no intent when I did it, but if they're base, I don't know if they are or not. I will hold the line.
2 attacks with the claw.
We have 1 hit.
And then wounding you on that.
That's AP 2, so I am going to lose a guy. And then we have 18 attacks with Chainswords.
Looking for 3s. Death of the False Emperor.
Nice.
Okay. These are looking for 4s to wound you.
8 saves. So in addition to the one he killed 3 more. So 4 go down. Of the 4 that die, I'm going to start pulling from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will pile in a fight with my 2 remaining guys. They will hold. 2 attacks with the pack leader. Oh, we got a Savage Fury. So it's counts as 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh, we didn't get any wounds though. Close. Those are AP 4. And then 2 attacks with the Grey Hunter with his chainsword. Oh, they both miss. That's sad news for me.
Over here, let's do a little pile in.
No, I forgot their troops. They trump my OBSEC HQ.
Actually, no, he's kind of stuck.
Sorry, we're just tied. We can test the objective. We both have a model on it.
Looking for 3s to hit you.
No Debt to the False Emperor.
Okay.
4s to wound Auric. 5. He has the 3-up save. He takes 2 damage. I think he's got 2 wounds left. This is an old man that actually has 5 wounds instead of the normal 4 on a support character. The Terminators will go next. Oh boy.
Swinging it over here, looking for...
Furs.
Looking for 4s.
We got 4 hits.
2s.
No!
Oh, take that.
1 at a time on the Wolf Guard with his Storm Shield. He's okay. Nice. Shields up, boys. And then the Master of Executions is free to go. Is he going to attack the Blood Claws?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to make Lucas watch all his friends die.
No. 2s. No Debt to the False Emperor, though. And 2s to wound. Yikes. 2 wounds. Characters aren't doing so hot right now. Put these on regular Marines because I don't have a Storm Shield over here. I think it's AP3.
It is.
Well, that's a fail. And that's a fail. So 2 dead Blood Claws. We'll take you. We'll take you. We got a bunch of morale to do. I think I owe you one over here. I lost a couple guys. And I'm leadership down to... Because I got the Wolf Guard, bringing them up to 8 again. So I'm down to 7. Losing 2. We're okay.
How many did you lose total, though? Because I think I killed 2 with...
So I killed 4. You're right, 4.
4.
Because I lost 2 to the Chosen and just lost 2 to him. So I'm still good with the 7, though.
Yeah.
I rolled a 7. And then over to here, I lost 4 Grey Hunters. Leadership 8.
And you're at -2.
I'm at -2 over here because
Raptors and Night Lords, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm down to leadership 6 and I lost 4. That's a reroll for They Shall Know No Fear. Ah!
Fine.
Look at that. And then to over here, I don't think I actually lost any Blood Claws this turn because I charged in and you did 2 wounds to me and I made the 2 Storm Shield saves.
Yeah,
and you didn't Overwatch. And Auric is, boy, he's a single model.
And then I lost 2 there, but leadership 8, and then lost 2 here, but leadership 9.
Exactly, yeah. So we are good on morale there. And for scoring purposes at the end of my turn, I have 1 table quarter, 2 table quarters, 3 and 4. So I get 3 points for that. And I currently control 1 of your objectives for overrun. So that's going to be 2 victory points for that. So I get 2 for my overrun primary, and I get 3 for engage on all fronts.
So your score is currently 43.
Oh man, Space Wolves are killing it. There was a miscommunication between Josh and myself over here. He had thought that we were in base contact, and
I thought you would intend to be in base contact, and something got bumped.
I couldn't because I had to stay within range of the objective. So this is important for scoring. Josh is able to get both of these guys within range of the objective and keep that one in base contact with Auric. That way you have 2 OBSEC models on it, but I only have the 1.
Yeah.
So that's going to give Josh control of that objective and the middle one where his Rhino is. And I have that one over there. But that will give Josh, in addition to his command point, going back up to 1, he'll have 5 victory points at the end of his command phase for the primary.
Movement, we're going to start with the easy one. The Night Lords that are hiding inside of here are going to basically pop down and over.
Yeah, this guy needs some help. They're jumping down a level and repositioning a wee bit.
Master of Executions is going to come back as full 6.
Right, and then he was a little bit further out than they were, so he should be able to get out of my hero.
I think Lucas might be able to, but I'm not super worried about it.
Right.
Way over on this side of the board, these guys are going to fall back.
Forward. Hey!
Falling all over the place.
Is there any crazy shenanigans you can pull off with this?
Hit and run. I get to charge even if I fell back.
Oh, that's really good. That's super significant. Ending there. Now, technically, we use that in the charge phase, but we're probably going to use that.
I'm going to end up using it, so yeah. I'm not using any other stratagems.
Shoots the clock.
Yep. These guys going to light up the Blood Claws.
All right. How many of them get to rapid fire? I assume most.
I believe we are all in rapid fire.
All, yeah, they're all good, for sure.
Looking for 3s, followed up by 4s.
2, 3?
Yep.
Just going to do 3 ups. That's all they got. Oh, very nice.
Ooh,
that
yeah.
kills. Ooh. That kind of sucks. Now this new coherency rule in 9th edition screwing me over here. Well, I guess I just lose the pack leader then, because all you have to do is leave them there, and I'm going to lose an extra model. So 1, 2, 3 have to die.
Sweeping across. Actually, we'll do the rhino shooting at these guys.
Ah, bring it on. 2 shots. Dead. Oh.
Nope. Nope. 3 shots into Ulrich, the Slayer.
2 hit. And 4 is to wound him. The old man, he's okay.
And over there, I'm going to use the command point on them so they're able to charge.
Now we're in the charge phase. Yep. Again, can't fall back and shoot with fly anymore. Big deal. Well, I think. Where do we charge first?
Big enough deal. We'll just do the charge on them.
Who are we declaring? Long Fangs?
Long Fangs and these other guys.
Also, just gonna gotcha. Just getting that hateful assault. And that is a 6-inch charge. Now, again, with the new rules, engagement range is both 5 inches vertically and 1 inch horizontally now. So, Josh just has to go and touch the thing to attack them if he wants to, in like all around it. Okay,
making a beautiful charge like that.
I see where you put a lot of your value over there. You just want to tie them up.
I want them not shooting.
Yeah, that's fair.
And there's not going to be that many able to swing.
Yeah, no, I can only fight back with essentially like I guess unless I go down. But yeah.
We will opt to charge over here.
Are you gonna hit Lucas?
It's gonna be a
and
6-inch charge. Yeah, I'm gonna declare them both. You
no
want Overwatch?
No. That's a 7. Good enough. Stopping Lucas from hunting down that Master of Executions. Very nice.
I will opt to do this one first. Ooh. So we're just gonna pile in nice and close.
Bring it on. Hey, these are troops. Get these troops off my objective. It's gonna be mine. Are they gonna put all the are they gonna split them up or
close?
All into the
no, all into the.
You just hate them, eh?
I just want them dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get them. I'm gonna hit you on 3s.
Yep. And we have some death to the false Emperor. 2 more hits off that.
Looking for 4s.
3 up save, and you crush 1. That's so we're gonna pull him out. Unless you consolidate, he's not in combat anymore. Yeah, I guess
I'm okay where I'm at.
Yeah, not that you could really. You have to go closer to Lucas anyway. So I guess you kind of went in, killed that one guy, and then he's just like,
just run up.
Guess we'll get you later, right? Like, jeez. All right. Well, you get to do your other. I'm not gonna interrupt. I don't think there's much value out of me interrupting.
Well, buddy, I'm gonna swing back with the 2 that can swing into the things then.
Yeah, there's just that one guy swinging up there with his 3 attacks because of the thing, the engagement of a higher level.
So looking for 3s.
And we have a deck.
Your Emperor's so dumb.
No!
Oh!
All right, 4s.
You're the Lords of the Night. We're not gonna hit you very hard. We're gonna.
We are the Lords of the Night. Very nice quote. Like a
do the lightning claw
attacks over here. Yes, please, thank you. Reroll, or not a reroll, but 2 death to the false Emperors.
Oh yeah, good call. Do they hit?
You get 3 hits. Okay. All right. And these wound on 4s rerolling. We got a wound.
Oh, reroll. Oh,
we have
2 wounds.
2 wounds. That's enough. That could be enough to save us from having to roll what looks to be 30-something chainsword attacks. It was not.
Why are you like this?
We are going to keep the pack leader. 27 chainsword attacks.
You having fun yet, buddy? Your arm getting tired?
Getting there. We got a 6.
We got
1
2.
6. 2 6s.
Which makes 2 more hits.
We are the Lords of the Night.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so bad, I think. Never mind. That's 8 wounding hits. I have to make 8 3-ups. A hero? Kind of close, but not quite. That is a unit you've killed so far. Come on. I think we're tied because I killed your chosen unit and you've killed this unit. Well, now I get to fight first because all the chargers are done. I'm going to fight over there with those blood claws.
Yep.
Yeah. But boy, do I lose a lot of my rules. I'm going to go with the chain swords.
You're just only regular space marine.
I'm just regular space marine, so I have 2 attacks per guy instead of 4 for the chain swords now. So 1, 2, 3 of them. And I lose my +1 to hit, so I only hit on a measly 3 with chainswords. Disgusting. I get to reroll though. Nice. Savage Fury kicks in. I get an extra hit. That's a reroll for Ulrich, by the way. 4 is to wound. Oh wow, chainswords. Godly. 5 wounds. AP 1. I killed that one Terminator. Got him.
Irk.
And then we have 2 attacks with the Wolf Guard on 4s. Rerolling. We have 2 hits. Very nice. 2s to wound. 2 wounding hits, whoa. AP 4, so 5 up invuln.
This is the Thunderhammer?
That's the Thunderhammer, yep. We kill 1 more, and then I have the Pack Leader, who hits once, re-rolling, hits twice, but it's actually 3 hits because of Savage Fury. And 2 wounding hits. 2 more 5-ups. Do I get him? Maybe. Maybe. I do. I got you, Terminators!
Congratulations.
It feels so accomplished. We're gonna consolidate you guys this way, getting a few more, with that one more guy on the objective. I probably shouldn't have done this because you know what? I'm a fool. What am I doing? I'm not gonna bother doing this. No. It's a tough call because, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I don't get my bonuses next turn, but if I can kill a couple models, then I'll get this objective back.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and attack with the
Shuffle.
Marines. They're attacking all blood claws?
Oh, yeah.
All blood claws. That's gonna be 3 whole attacks. Well, maybe 4 because the champion.
4.
And we got 3 hits. 4 is to wound. 3. Nice. I got my 3 up save. We're okay. Doesn't quite matter elsewhere, so I'm gonna just fight here with Ulrich the Slayer. He has 4 attacks because there was no charges that happened. Hits on 2s, re-rolling. And we have a 6, so we have 5 wounding hits. And these wound on 3s. 5 wounds at AP 2 because of the Assault Doctrine.
Oh.
I bop them all.
Boop, 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 boop.
And then the nearest guys are this way, so I'm just gonna have him go towards the Rhino, I guess. And then we'll come fighting over here. You've engaged me, so I will... Nope, never mind. He's staying up there. You're gonna drop down. And you guys are gonna come up this way, but I only have the one guy fighting. Only the one guy fighting. So I have to actually do it like that, because now that guy's in range of 2, that guy's in range of 2. It's sometimes hard to pull off. I have one whole... Well, I got 2 attacks because I was charged. 1 hit. 1 wound. And you're fine. And lastly, we got Lucas the Trickster, who's just going to attack. He got charged, so he gets an extra attack. I am going to spend a command point on Touch of the Wild here. Every 4 up counts as 2 hits, whereas a 6 counts as 3. Because I do want to get him out of combat here. So we're hitting on 2s. Well, we got an extra attack. And wounding on 3s. Re-rolling. 3 at -3.
6 ups. Bam. Oh, 1 guy left.
Kill 2. Right. Boop. And boop. And that will bring it to the morale phase where you have to do one of yours first. I do actually lower your leadership by 1.
Oh, do you? What do you get? Lucas does?
Lucas does, yeah.
Cool. On a 6?
You're fine.
Yeah.
These guys over here lost a handful, so I'm going to roll for them.
No, they only lost 1, and they're reduced by a further 1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So what's their leadership?
He's down to 7 right now. So we're okay. I can't fail. He's 8 down to 7.
He's 8. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's honestly it for morale. Everything else is completely wiped out. That would have had to take morale.
Huh.
Okay, well, for scoring, this was my turn, right?
No, I think this is my turn. Yeah, this is my turn.
Well, this was your turn. Okay.
You want to give me another turn?
Nope.
Well, let's Age of Sigmar it.
So you get table quarters. So you get 1, I believe 2, 3. So you get 2 points for engage on all fronts. Well, sorry, it's for the Rhino. The Rhino is engaging on all fronts in this quarter still. In my command phase, I go up to 2 command points again, and I hold 1 objective, 2 objectives, 3 objectives. There we go.
Yep.
So I hold 3 objectives, but so does Josh. I think you got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good call.
So I only get 10 points for that, not the 15. So I didn't quite max out on the primary. One more turn. Turn 5, I'll get it. I gotta do my litany for that guy over there. You know what? I'm gonna do the Tale of the Wolf King and the Lord of the Deeps. I get extra damage against vehicles and
You
monsters.
can't just make things up.
No, that is. I know it sounds made up. It sounds so made up. I know.
It's because I think it's the first time I've heard you say it without having to go double check.
Go double check it. I think I remembered it perfectly that time. So he's gonna choose him. No, he's gonna choose the Blood Claws. They get to do 1 more damage to vehicles or monsters. You know what? That's not, the rerolls probably.
You get the name where you forgot what it does now?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna do the Litany of Hate. It's just better, I think, in this case. We go with the Wolf Lord here. It's 2.5 inches for him to clear that, and then he's gonna go 7.5 this way. That's gonna take him to the line there. I guess we'll just keep the Long Fangs in combat. We're gonna keep you where you are. We're gonna have this guy go beat up the Master of Executions.
You leave him alone.
Lucas will just deal with them, I suppose. And then we're gonna come over to here. We're gonna just make sure that Ulrich stays within range of the objective, and then these Blood Claws are gonna go for the Rhino. Also, at the end of the movement phase, Ulrich will heal himself a wound. He's essentially a apothecary, and a chaplain. Well, the Space Wolves all have apothecary chaplains. And moving 6 for these happy boys here who are going to get a charge in. Now for shooting, we're going to have plasma pistol, crack grenade, and then bolt pistols in that order. Not supercharged plasma pistol hits. Wounds on a 4. We have a wound at AP -3. One whole damage. Crack grenade, we hit. We do not wound, and then 4 bolt pistols, which we hit with none because we're blood claws. And then we're gonna come over to here to Lucas the Trickster, where he's gonna fire his plasma pistol into one of them, not supercharged. Nope. We're gonna throw a crack grenade at the Master of Executions. We hit. We do not wound either. If he's within 6, I get to reroll. I'll re-roll it then.
You're
check.
within 6.
I think I am within 6, so it's only
Guaranteed you are.
-1 save on him. Technically has cover, because that's an obstacle.
Oh, no, he failed.
Doesn't matter anyways. Oh, he dies to the crack
You
grenade.
just chucked a grenade at.
Now I'll remember knowledge of the foe. When a Space Wolf unit kills... Oh, maybe I have to do that in the fight phase. Yikes! No, my command points! Yeah, it's totally in the fight phase. Well, whatever. It's cool enough. I'll just go charge the stupid tacticals or the Chaos Space Marines. For shooting, we're pretty much done. Unless Long Fangs have pistols. Technically, at the start of the shooting phase, they're the target to reroll hit rolls. It doesn't matter, I got a Wolf Lord there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that can shoot bolt pistols because the other guys don't have line of sight, nor does he have a bolt pistol. 4 bolt pistols coming right up. That's a random die, doesn't count. 3's to hit, they all hit. 4's to wound. 2 wounds at AP1. I kill one of them. 1 dude dies. Is it going to be a harder charge? Or is it going to be someone near the objective? Harder charge it is. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're charging because, well, joke's on you, not the charge phase yet. You've unlocked my secret trap. Now I can shoot at them with my rhino.
Do it. Do it.
My rhino's going to shoot at them.
Execute Order 66.
I'm just going to reroll that one. We have 1 hit. This is only 1 hit. That was kind of a cock die. And the previous hit that was a hit is now a wound. It's complicated. I made that too hard. There, it killed one guy.
No!
Aha!
Charge that!
Now charge him now. Would you like to Overwatch?
No, I don't have any command points.
Okay, that's fair. In he
I'd
goes!
love to.
Oh, command point reroll. What's going on? Tennis! Yes! 11! Woo! Getting ready to get crushed by a Thunder Wolf.
They're the worst thing ever. It's like it's your third cousin. Twice removed. Like, there are no wolves on Fenris.
No, but look at that. Well, that's my charge reroll gone. The Blood Claw is going to declare charge against the Rhino, and I assume we will not be overwatching. We have a 5. That 5 is no problem. In they go. Got to get the power weapons in there first, because they're the most important. And then the rest, well, kind of care about them, but not as much. Okay, we got one more charge into them. Hula! I'm making loud sounds because I'm exhausted. Charging it. Okay, so Josh doesn't have any command points to interrupt. I'm just going to start fighting over here with this charge.
The worst part is you picked up like 8 dice to watch, or what, how many dice is that?
That's
9 dice. I'm like, yeah, he probably gets that many attacks.
You know, just in case. Now, he's oh no, missed opportunities. Oh, I have automatically broke my own heart. Because there's probably a lot of people out there screaming, Luka, this was your chance. This is your one chance. Whenever you knock one of my units down to 1 model, I can spend
you could have lone wolfed him.
I could have
lone wolfed him.
I could have lone wolfed him, which would have been the coolest thing in the world. I always miss it. Sorry for you.
You did it to me once.
Did you? Yeah, okay, maybe I did do it once. It never comes up. And that's such a good character to have lone wolf on.
Because I think it was the remote game where I played Black Templars.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one now.
Yeah, and I think right before you charged Ragnar, you're like, oh, by the way, Ragnar can kill a Land Raider no problem in 1 turn.
Yeah, that's that game.
Yeah, that was that game.
Oh yeah, by the way, Ragnar.
By the way.
So Ragnar was 120 points at that point. Super worth. He's now 125.
That's ridiculous.
All right, so he's still technically a Blood Claw, I'm pretty sure. So he's got his 2 attacks, 3 for charging, 1 for the Berserker. So he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, we have 2 misses, and these wound on 2s. Reroll 1s because he's technically still a Blood Claw from a Blood Claw unit. Lucas lets Blood Claws reroll 1s to wound. 1 dead Marine. Got him. Contested objective. All right, over to here. Sure, I would like to get the chainswords in if I could, but more importantly, It's got to be within range of his litany, which is 6 or 7, so we're good there. And we're going to attack with the Thunder Hammer first. I know the tally man is 7, the litany's actually probably 6. What? What's so funny about the tally?
Just the way you describe it, you're like, Space Wolves, it's probably a 6-inch range. Not it's a 7, though.
You know what? I actually don't know if the healing bomb... I think it's still healed D3. I don't know why I only healed 1. Okay, he goes back to full health. I know, this whole time, I'm like making up rules, right? I swear. I swear. So he's got healing bombs. He's not as good of an apothecary. He can't bring models back to life, but he does heal infantry.
And it's not bomb, it's balm.
Bomb.
Like, it's LM, not MB, though, right?
Bomb.
Okay.
Bomb.
I don't know, it's...
Healing balm. I know it's healing balm.
Where's the word wolf in it, though? Because I know it's in there somewhere. Healing
It's
wolf
not.
bomb? Is it a wolf healing bomb? Wolf healing bomb of
Healing
the wolf?
bombs of the wolf spirit.
Is that actually what it's called?
No! It's of course not called that.
What? Of course not called that. What's his weapon called?
Claws of the jackal wolf. That is a wolf guard. These
Wolf
are
guard is
blood
fine.
claws. That is Ulrich the Slayer with nothing to do with... Well, he's a wolf priest. Kind of. Literally.
The Space Wolves are the only chapter I don't feel bad about the Primaris stuff coming in and being like super like kind of bland.
Oh, yeah.
Space Wolves deserve it.
No, Space Wolves are cool, man. Leave them alone. Everything with the Space Wolves is awesome. Especially in 30k. 40k, yeah, a little weird.
Oh, I live in 30k.
Yeah, 30k wolves, outstanding. 40k wolves, I love the rules. And the older school Space Wolves are a little bit cooler, but I tend to agree, like the Wolf and the Thunderwolf Cavalry, a little silly sometimes, but it's 40k, it's satirical anyway. Satirical, is that how you pronounce it?
I think that's correct.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack now. Okay, 4 attacks. Thunderhammer, here we go. 3s to hit, re-rolling. Ulrich, the Slayer, is there to help. These are wounding on 3s now. Yikes. A 1 wounding hit at AP4, so 3 damage.
Yep.
He's down to 6. And we got 4 attacks with a Power Fist.
Keep going, I believe in you.
3s to hit. Oh, nice. We got a Savage Fury. So that's 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. Nice. That's 4
Isn't that
wounds.
like a Lizardman Warhammer Fantasy rule?
Savage Fury? No,
sure.
they have Cold-Blooded, I think. Or Cold-Blooded Killers.
No, what's yeah.
No, Cold Blood is their leadership thing. I know what you're talking about. It's like if they roll a 6 to hit, it counts as 2 hits or something.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm realizing if we ever play in a tournament, I'm just gonna distract you the entire time.
Oh,
and
it's,
let your clock
oh,
get
it's
down.
crazy easy to distract me. He's got 6 wounds left, and he just takes 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Oh, thank you.
Does he blow up, though?
Oh, Beard!
Oh!
Beard
D3,
of Vengeance!
D3 mortal wounds. 2 of them die to the explosion. I think it works too far. Boop. I'm going to consolidate and have complete superiority of the table. My objectives. That is going to bring it to this combat with the Wolf Lord over here, who's going to totally do Touch of the Wild for 1 command point. I would totally do Seeking a Saga. I asked Josh him to look up the power.
I'm like, really? Like we're staying late by a little bit to finish this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you...
In what world?
What world does this matter right now?
For what reason do I need to know the power level of the Raptors?
You know what? It's 37.
I have stratagems.
What's your power level?
That's a good question. I have stratagems that interact with my
Wait,
power
you're asking
level.
me my power level? You don't even know yours yet?
It's like 9. I don't know.
I'm 13.
So if your power level is higher than mine, I get to reroll wound rolls against you for 1 command point. But I don't have the command
This is
point to
all
spend
made up. Like
It really does sound like it is in a lot of
this
cases.
is the fan fiction rulebook.
It really does make their stratagems seem useful. In most cases, they're pretty worthless, but I've had some pretty good luck with them. Anyways, so we have a lot of attacks with him. He's got his 4 base and Shock Assault, the Wolfenstone, and then Saga of the Wolfkin, and then that's it, I think.
You know, he's got his 3 wolves and a moon t-shirt
He does.
for D3 extra attacks.
He does have 3 extra attacks with the Thunder Wolf afterwards. Because, you know, the Thunder Wolf attacks. Hitting on 2s because of Hunter's
The power of the wolf.
Re-rolling. Nice. Okay, so now get this, my man. Every 4 up is an extra hit. Every 6 is 2 extra hits. So we got 1, 2, 3, and that's because of Touch of the Wild. So that he's got that many hits.
This game is wild.
2s to kill. AP4. I kill that many. He goes in. He's like, you know what? Let's just kill 11 of them.
What world?
I think I killed them all. 1, 2, 4, 5. I did!
I'm so happy you did, actually.
I just got this pushkin off my table.
And for a model, it's only 82 points.
No, he's more than 82 points.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't actually. I'll have to go that way. No, my objective. I was too far away from him, anyways. All right, last thing. Ah, crap! I've already used Touch of the Wild. That's fine. Lucas the trickster.
Joke's on you. I'm gonna.
Oh, you attack first. No, you leave my guy alone.
Stem, watch this, Lucas. I'll show you a trick. It's called getting stabbed.
It's getting stabbed.
No.
We are the lords of the night.
Fear us.
Man, why are you dead? Lucas hitting on 2s. No 6s. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling. And that is 3 saves at -3. And tabled.
Beautiful.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Nice. Yes, I'm the best, obviously. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness, everyone, I'm so tired. And that, folks, is game. We've done it. We did it. Okay. In all seriousness, the game turned out better than I thought it was going.
The game was actually, yeah, there was more of a game than I thought there would be.
Now, I don't know what the score is. I didn't keep track of the score at all. But
oh no, the score's nowhere close.
Right.
Without you scoring this turn, it was 53-16.
Yeah. Okay. So score-wise, it was a very early lead for the Space Wolves. They were able to take the table.
Well,
But I got hit like a truck. So.
Why did they write it that everything is OBSEC in your army? Like,
I think it's gotta be a miss. It's gotta be.
But they had the chance to fix it and they had
it. they actually went out of they technically did nerf it by making it so servitors and beasts aren't OBSEC anymore.
So that's worse, because they're like, no, this is totally how the game should work. This is what we intended. But why everything's OBSEC?
But why I don't remember at any point in Warhammer 40k history where Space Wolves, specifically, out of all the Space Marine chapters, had OBSEC on everything.
On everything.
Objective secured. Now, when Space Marines had the Demi companies last edition, they were able to keep OBSEC and have their specialist attachments. But that was, I think all Space Marines had that.
I didn't really play a whole lot.
And even then, it was still only OBSEC on your troops. The thing was, if you were a combined arms detachment, you had OBSEC. That was the rule for it. Or you could do like your Decurion, where you gave up your OBSEC, but you had like 8,000 other rules.
Right.
But where Space Marines had the Demi companies, and they had special rules, and they kept OBSEC on troops, which was super powerful. That was crazy powerful. Yep. Now imagine OBSEC on your entire army. It's wild.
That's crazy.
I think it's a misprint. I just really feel like it is.
I hope it is.
So if you're curious what it is, in Saga of the Beast, it says your Space Wolf detachments gain the Hunter's Unleashed rule, which is the heroic interventions and +1 to hit in the first round of combat, and your entire detachment gains the Defenders of Humanity rule, which says anything with this rule is OBSEC. Whereas before, it said if you're Battleforged, your troops gain Defender of Humanity, and everything gets Hunters Unleashed. Now it says your whole army gets both. So I don't know. I am gonna have a blast with it and make fun of any time a Rhino drives onto an objective where there's like a squad of Terminators and be like, beep beep, I'm a Jeep. This is my objective.
Yeah,
Rhino superiority.
Pretty much anything.
Or I can just drop pods on all the objectives and be like, whatever, they're all OBSEC drop pods. So
yeah, well, because they get the big footprint, right? And like, you can't come near these.
You have to charge it, and as long as you don't charge it with troops, it's still mine. Wild. It's wild. I don't know. I think it's a misprint. But they had the chance to fix it with the recent FAQ.
And they changed the other part of it. I think somebody's trying to break
Come on in. You can come in.
Wherever you are, you can enter.
What's good, my man?
I wasn't trying to break in, I leaned on the door.
Yeah.
What?
I leaned on the door and I heard a crack.
Oh. Yo, I think you gotta yell because we get the...
No,
we're
mic doing this, I was just gonna wait. But then you said come in, it's like, alright.
No, I mean like so the camera can hear you. I think you gotta yell. Yell at Luca's chest when you talk.
I was actually very curious to know how this game went.
Well, the Night Lords got tabled.
Yeah, I figured that was next.
But
what was the score?
we don't have to talk about that either.
Yeah, it's without calculating the score on the turn that he tabled me, it was like 53-16. Like
you got 60 points.
I know,
come on, buddy.
No, you're COVID. I feel bad about it. Did you just me go for it and they get really sad looking?
That's what we do to my buddy Sean. We walk up to him before the whole pandemic. He loves high fives. Man loves high fives like anything. Like, Sean, high five. And like, just kidding.
Can't do it.
That's sad.
And he gets so bummed out. He gets so bummed out.
Now, I'm just going to say, I'm going to take this chance while you're both in the room to say this one thing, because we're in like a triangle formation.
Yeah, we're like
of
in
safety. So, now that I've played against Space Marines a couple times,
Yeah.
you guys complain about robots?
No more. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, I still not playing against robots.
See, he still refuses to play against
I know,
them.
he still refuses to play against
Yeah,
robots.
but to be fair, Josh, I also packed up my Space Marines.
Oh, did you?
I'm not going to be able to play against them. Yeah, until things kind of like even out a little bit. I'm working on other armies.
Do you know what? I'm incredibly sad that, and if you're sticking around, this is gonna be a ramble fest here. I'm sad.
Because they didn't figure it out at this point. They're like, oh, they're going to start to ramble.
I am so sad that I can't just play my Space Wolves as, I just want to throw stuff on the charge in and probably lose. There's just Space Marines. They're so powerful now. Even
sure.
playing that, like, granted, the Night Lords aren't like a super top tier competitive army. But I played Zero Primaris, old school, like, but we were throwing.
I played Zero Primaris.
I was gonna say you played Zero Primaris, and we were throwing throws back. Like, I lost a lot. I lost well over half my army.
This is the second game where, turns out, if my Chaos Lord is near something that explodes, it explodes.
Yeah.
On him.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. But my thing didn't
It's,
explode.
Space Marines are just throwing out 2D dice, right? 2D dice.
Well, it's too much dice. There's too much efficiency. Like, let's.
It's hyper efficiency turn one. So again, we're having the Ramble Fest because Luke and I talked about it a little bit more. Like, what if you didn't start with all your command points? Like, what if you had to earn your command points throughout the game? So turn one wasn't so devastating. Because what I had said was like, is there a reason? And
I think there's a simpler fix.
yeah, but we can't just play 30k.
Discipline? Voltage discipline? Maybe needs to go.
What about Shock Assault? Hateful Assault.
Those aren't
You
terrible.
know what? Maybe there's an argument for that. I'm not going to say that. That's actually something you can discuss, actually, but maybe.
Well,
I don't think you need the extra shots anymore.
I know.
I think there was a time when Space Marines were so bad.
Well, like
and they existed.
something. Like
They needed something.
they've got stratagems to do whatever they want whenever they want. They're gonna have all the command points they need.
To be fair, they have a lot of good stratagems, yes. And
Yeah.
Dark Angels seem to have whatever they want for whatever they need. I'm very aware my Dark Angel stratagems are just like, I got everything.
Yeah.
Everything you possibly want, you got. It's Dark Angel.
And then what else? So it's that, and then you got Bolter Discipline,
Yeah.
and you've got Doctrines.
Yeah. Like, the Doctrine and the Doctrine will put it over the edge. For sure.
The idea of Doctrines is really cool.
And that's the problem. So I have so much fun playing Space Marines. I don't care if they're if they suck, that'd be great. I wish they sucked because I think all the rules are cool.
So, wounds are important, right? But the fact that you kill things, like I know points are getting how you win the game, but adding the extra AP in the Doctrines,
Yeah.
Space Marines, it's really pushing them over the top.
Well, there's a world of difference between Josh and I playing where I get AP on my chainsword, he doesn't. I get AP on my bolt pistols, he doesn't. I get
Cool.
AP on
Well,
my
then
bolt pistols, he doesn't.
your Doctrine also, you're like cool on 4s. I get like 17 extra attacks
That was
with
it,
everybody.
yeah.
Like somehow a guy on a wolf killed 11 guys in one swing.
Yeah, he had 11 Raptors, and my Wolf Lord on the Thunderwolf killed all 11 in one swing with a Thunderhammer. Killed 11 guys with a Thunderhammer. It's wild.
So there's some cool stuff, but yeah, there's definitely still.
Your armor state doesn't mean nothing.
No, there's no save.
three of armor saves
It's
doesn't count
AP4 on the
anything.
Thunderhammer and the Doctrine, right? Yeah.
It's a complete little knife
You're
fight.
paying a premium
Now-
points. I'd rather have a Grot with no armor than a Space Marine.
Yeah. So yeah, because of the points, right? So I think this is another game where I went second, where I'm like, if I went first, there might have been a chance,
There would have
because
been a
at
better
least he
game, though.
wouldn't have had the entire board controlled.
Yeah, well, that could,
That's the downside to the massive deep strike, though.
so Chaos
Yeah.
has all the
Well, I still would have been in my deployment zone. Like, I wouldn't be able to go anywhere,
Right,
even if I
yeah.
walked stuff.
So for Chaos, you're paying all the points for the toughness and armor that the Space Marines are, but you're getting the killing potential. For example,
Right.
I can use an example here. Basically, if you have an objective you need to hold, you can put 10 Chaos Space Marines on it, or 10 Grots.
Yep.
And this is exaggeration, but they pretty much die just as fast as 10 Grots.
Well, especially in the early turns where it matters, because with the different strats you can pull and all that stuff.
Right.
Cool.
Exaggeration, but I think the point.
Well, when you think about, like, say, it's a squad of plasma cannons shooting at those Space Marines, it's AP4, right? They're no
they
save
might have
or a
no
6-up in cover, right? Yeah. If wounding on 2s, so it doesn't matter if they're a Grot or not. You're right. If it's a heavy weapon like plasma guns or plasma cannons, las guns, melta guns, it's essentially no save.
But I mean, okay, we also talk about the fact that, like, for 30 years, there's always been something at the top of the meta, right?
Yeah, boy.
Right now it's Space Marines.
I'd like to see literally anyone on the planet try and balance this game.
Yeah,
It's a mess. It's a mess. Well, and like I know talking about the chaos stuff because there is things you can do in chaos. There's lists that are going to be better, but it's one of those. Now you're playing Codex Obliterators and Lord Discordance,
we talked
right?
about this before. I mean, a few editions ago, what's a really terrible unit?
Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, sure. Raptors, whatever. You could bring a
They're
mediocre unit.
over here.
You could bring a mediocre unit a couple editions ago and still do well by outplaying your opponents like that. It seems to be the last couple editions, early 9th and 8th edition, you have to bring your better things in your book. If you bring your mediocre things, not only do they underperform, you can't really outplay your opponent with them.
Yeah, you're not. Well, again, you're not playing the game anymore. Like it's
You're not
just
playing the game anymore. The game seems to be balanced around
high end.
more competitive.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's cool. That might be the direction, but
it just kind of punishes those who want to play the more casual way,
It
right?
punishes the guy who bought a collection for 20 years ago. Which
Yeah.
I get. I mean,
They want them to buy new models, right?
If you got into the hobby the last couple of years,
You're fine. Oh, you're fine.
You're not experiencing this.
right.
Yeah, if you haven't been here or seen our collection, like you look at our collection of models through the last like 11 years, 12 years of collecting them, and we don't use like.
Well, I bet you.
What do we use? Like 75? Like
Something like
we try to use it all, but oh man, some of it's real.
Okay, I mean, the thing, and it's not the best example, right? Because obviously edition changes and all that. But like I look at it, and my first Night Lords list that I built and played with before I worked for MiniWarGaming, so like 5-6 years ago, it hasn't changed. It all still works the same.
Oh, 30K?
There's been FAQs that it's went through. There's been like the actual technical edition of the book, but it's still the same stuff working the same way.
What's more is, like Ricky's for example, there's a list from 3 editions ago. Didn't have in my collection, which would be Apocalypse-sized Army, which then became in 7th, 8th edition a list.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. You need 10 Terminators. If you had 5 Terminators, that's a lot. I did a Land Raider, that's crazy.
It's wild. That was I literally
have 2, 3 Terminators, and I still have like 14 Intercessors. And
yeah, it's absolutely nuts. The scale of it is. I played a few handful of games with Chris, 2nd edition. Aaron, I played 1 game, and my Space Wolf list was 5 Terminators, 2 squads of 5 Grey Slayers, and 1 characters. That was it.
How'd you get that much?
That's we played a 2,000 point game.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
See?
Yeah, exactly.
1,500.
Yeah,
that's a lot of stuff.
I played with 16 models. That was my list, and that was a 2,000 point army. It was wild. It was
the bloat is real, and the more models on the table, the harder will be always the balance.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the beast right now. But it's something to be said about having all the different stuff on the table as well. There's a term I can never remember the name of when you have a bunch of cool different units on the table doing cool different things, but that leads to a lot of chaos and imbalance as well, unfortunately. Now, I am tired. We have rambled. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. I don't even know what to say. Night Lords versus Space Wolves. Woo! Space Wolf win. Woo! There's something to be said about.
I think it was turn 4 though.
We got to turn 4. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. So
it's because I hit turn 2.
I guess another sad fact I want to say is like I love Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines. I had the lockdown, some of the best 40K I've played in a while.
You did that anymore, didn't you?
I can't. Obviously, there's like this is an example. This would be a lockdown game. Maybe instead of the 2 squads of Long Fangs that have like a Dreadnought or something, but this would have been a lockdown game through and through, and it would have been neck and neck, and it would have been no problem. But like obviously in this case, the loyalists, the Space Marine chapters are just leaps and bounds better than what the Chaos.
I did better. So I mean, like, granted, the first game was awful, so I couldn't have done worse. But like, I killed all that stuff.
Yeah, he killed all the stuff behind me here. So like, I lost a good portion of my army, but it was because of the points, because of all that. It was one of those. I was able to get such a lead, and I just had him on his back foot.
Well, and you got to keep in mind. They made this that's an OBSEC Rhino.
I know.
That's an OBSEC Lucas the Trickster.
Did you just explain all that?
OBSEC Ulrich.
I did, yeah.
Like, rules is written, you're good, you're OBSEC. I just don't think they meant to do that.
But he was saying that they fixed the wrong part of it. They're like, yeah, servitors don't get it.
Yeah, well, because
I know.
Right? Like, I know.
So okay, the talking point there is I thought it was
meant to say units in this thing can use their Defenders of Humanity if they're in this attack. They're trying to work.
Yeah.
Right.
But we don't argue rules as intended here because we can't.
Right.
Use them as written. And they'll FAQ.
But this is wild because that FAQ came out, and it wasn't until then I realized what the Saga of the Beast rule said, because someone had left a comment somewhere on the Warhammer community article. I'm like, no way, what are they talking about? Yikes. I went to go read it. I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. I went to go show the other guys, like, yeah, rules is written. Like, that is...
That's totally how it works.
All
That
you
is
do
exactly how it
Don't
works.
be that guy to drive a rhino for the sole purpose of taking an objective.
Well, I mean, I bring a rhino for the sole purpose of protecting blood claws, and then...
No, he brought 2.
Then it scored the objective.
And then it just stayed on objectives. But in this game, it's not like I didn't. The only time the weird janky Space Wolf obsec thing came up was near your right hand, that objective over there. He had one troop on it, but I had Ulrich the Slayer there, who is now an obsec character. So I was able to. It's wild because custodians, they typically have the most obsec stuff because all infantry and bikes.
You know what?
Yeah, like all 7 of the models.
Let's
Right.
do the right thing. Take 5 points away from Luka. He can get that. You got the 5 points. So you get 5 more.
We actually did that in game.
Yeah,
we actually
yeah.
there was like a miscommunication about who was in base contact.
I
and who
thought he
wasn't.
meant to go base contact, and I had bumped a model, so I didn't pile in further.
But I
then we
couldn't go
fixed
to
it.
base contact because I had to be where I was for the objective. Anyways, folks, we've taken up enough of your time. This is a long
Luke is so
video.
tired. I feel
Hey,
so
you're
tired.
just as tired. You're just as tired as I am.
I'm not leaning against the wall.
I'm doing that to stabilize myself. I'm leaning.
Because of your tiredness.
I'm trying to form a triangle of safety. See you guys next time. Happy wargaming. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out that video. Again, Steve and myself in the MiniWarGaming Vault played 2,000 points of Orcs versus Space Wolves. Gazgul Mag-Uruk Thraka versus Ragnar Blackmane. I tried my best to avoid that conflict until the bitter end when it came about and I had no choice. If you want to check this game out, you can click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault. The Vault is what helps sustain us here at MiniWarGaming, allowing us to make new content for your viewing pleasures at home. Thanks again. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And as always, happy wargaming.